Welcome to the Indie Corner After Dark. We're not only talking about all things independent comics, but everything comics. I'm Mikey.
I'm Rebecca.
I'm Seamus.
And today we're back at again another episode of. All right, great start. We're back at again another episode of the Indie Corner After Dark, episode number 53, I believe. Yeah, that is the number that we are on. Today we're gonna be doing our typical annual San Diego Comic-Con wrap-up, because San Diego Comic-Con just happened. It just finished, so we gotta get to it. We gotta get to all the good stuff. And if y'all have been rocking us for a while, you know it can take us a little bit. So just be patient. A lot of shit we gotta get through, but hey, we're happy you're here. Ro, thank you for joining us, bro. Happy you're here.
Thanks for the invite, always.
Yeah, man, we'll get right into it. But first things first, people. If you are been rocking with us, we appreciate you as always. But if you're just finding us, please do your due diligence. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when we drop new stuff. And yeah, let's get right into it. And I apologize in advance if my internet. I'm worried we might get cooked here, but I'm trying my best. So we'll hold out. All right, so yeah, we'll just get right into it. So first things first, obviously Eisner Awards. To start off with the San Diego Comic-Con, the Eisner Awards. We do this first because we gotta give people their flowers. A lot of talented artists and writers and inkers and letterers and colorists got a bunch of awards. So yeah, we gotta get to it. So all right, so let's just first off do the Eisner Awards 2026 winners. And just to know, I'm gonna drop a bunch of clues bombs in here. So if you hear an explosion, it's not me. It's like I didn't dent anything. It's just the soundboard. Okay, just to be aware. All right, so good. So first things first, I believe the first award given out was best single issue and one shot, and that one specifically went to Absolute Batman Annual Number 1, written by Daniel Warren Johnson with art by James Herron, with art by Daniel Warren Johnson as well, and Meredith McLaren from DC. I mean, this was a surprise. This wasn't a surprise. Absolute DC has been taking over comics for the past year or a year and a half or so, maybe 2 years now. So yeah, I think Seamus, I think we and you, when we did our best and worst, this is our favorite one shot of last year.
Yeah. So
yeah, it was. So I mean, it's definitely deserved. It was really, really good. Rebecca Rowe, have you checked out the one shot for Absolute Batman for the annual?
I remember hearing about it when it came out, but I'm behind on Absolute Batman. I still need to catch up.
Okay, fair enough.
Same. I think I'm on issue 12, so I'm not at the annual yet.
You're not? Okay, I got you. Yeah, it was great. It's just freaking Batman beating the shit out of white supremacists. It was awesome. It was awesome. And obviously it's Daniel Warren Johnson. You know, he's the current GOAT right now. So, you know, I mean, obviously it was great. And also James Herron as well. I'm a big fan of his work as well. So I was very happy to see that that they took the W. So yeah, drop a clues bomb for Daniel Warren Johnson, James Herron, and Meredith McLaren.
Our GOAT.
Yeah, our GOAT. And we're gonna talk about Daniel Warren Johnson when we get to the comic book section, but yeah, it was nice to see. All right, so moving on, next category, best limited series, and that one went towards Seamus is really happy about this. Went to Absolute Martian Manhunter, written by Denise Campbell, by Javier Rodriguez from DC Comics.
Deserved.
Yeah, Seamus, you want to start? Because that's your boy. That's your book right there, bro.
Yeah, that was I was delayed reading the end of this. I've been busy the last couple months, but I read the last 2 or 3 issues kind of all together, and I was like, for such a dark and very troubling book, it had a very kind and happy ending that I was like, oh, look at that. Denise Camp doesn't think that the world is completely fucked. So I think that it tied the series up really well, and I think it really did cement this series as like I think his best work and some of the best comics DC's put out in like a long time. Yeah, it was just so different to anything else I was reading at the time. That the only thing that came close to it was like when I was reading Superman: The Kryptonite Spectrum. It felt like a weird Grant Morrisonian type, like metaphysical aspects of humans being like painted on a canvas type, like shit that you're like, whoa, this guy has some thoughts. But no, it was deserved. Javier Rodriguez's art is fucking, it's so good in this book. It feels so. We're gonna talk about them later, I know, but like, Javier Rodriguez's art was just insane, and Denise Camp is such a good writer for writing stuff specifically to just let Javier Rodriguez do whatever the fuck he wants, being like, you got it. Yeah, great book. It was it definitely deserved it.
I mean, I only read the first few issues, but I thought they were genuinely great. But I said I would get back to it eventually, but now it's over. I'm gonna have a pretty good reason to go back, and I thought it was great. Yeah, man. Yeah, congrats to Drop a Clues Bomb from D's Camp and Javier Rodriguez, man. It also deserved, you know. Aurora, Rebecca, you have anything you want to say on Absolute Martian Manhunter?
I mean, I think you guys already said it. I read most of the book. I think I'm still a few issues behind. But the art in this book is incredible. Like Seamus was saying, it complements the writing, and the writing complements the art. I just think this book works really well overall, so deserved.
Yep.
Especially with the pages, like those special pages and stuff. Oh, dude, it's crazy. I thought it was fantastic. Okay, all right. So, all right, let's move on then. All right, so next category, best continuing series, and again, not a surprise. There's gonna be a pattern with this, people, if you haven't already noticed. But best continuing series went to Absolute Batman, written by Scott Snyder and art by Nick Dragotta from DC Comics. I mean, duh. Like, so as big as the sensation this book has been for the past nearly 2 years now, it's not a surprise this book was going to take the W for an Eisner, man. This book has been nothing but great from beginning to end. I've really enjoyed it. Even though I'm like an issue or two behind. But yeah, so far, man, I think this book is something special. Again, it's just like I remember when it was announced. And we were just like, this is what they're doing. Like, this is the look of Batman. Like what's happening? But then when that first issue came out, shit, it was a wrap. I was like, yeah, no, they got it. They got it. I'm not worried anymore. But yeah, man, it's good on them. And yeah, congrats on the success of Absolute Batman and the future success of it, because it's not going to stop until they want it to stop. So, anyone else has anything to say on this, or? Before we move on?
I mean, I don't know what can be said more about Absolute Batman that hasn't already been said by like everyone. It's like,
yeah,
it's like the biggest comic book we've had in like a couple of years. Like, you know, it's one of those books that I had people who had never picked up a comic book before texting me about like, hey, this Absolute Batman comic looks pretty cool. You know what I mean? It's shit like that. But you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's kind of changing the industry right now, so I really can't hate on it being best continuing series. It's not my favorite Absolute series. Favorite Absolute is still Wonder Woman.
It's not mine either. Yeah, Wonder Woman is also my favorite.
I can't say it doesn't deserve any flowers it gets, you know?
Bro, it's a thumbs up for you, clearly. Yeah, like
I've been rocking with Scott Snyder for like, I think since he was on New 52. Like when he was first with Greg Capullo on New 52 run, ever since then I was like, okay, he's gonna change stuff. He's been pretty good. Enough. Like really, it's been a good story.
Fair enough. All right, so moving on to best new series. This one I was like, oh shoot, when I found out this is a surprise, but like not really surprised. So best new series went to Assorted Crisis Events, written by Denise Camp with art by Eric Zawadzki from Image Comics. Seamus has been telling me to read this book for a minute. I read the first issue and I was like, this is really good. I'll hold off, but it's really good. I love that. I think this is my first introduction to Eric Zawadzki's work. Fantastic in terms of the artwork. Yeah, very, very interesting take on just like time and multiverses and reality, but in a very told in a very empathetic, like grounded, heartfelt kind of way because it deals with everyday people. So I think, yeah, I mean, I wasn't surprised when I said, oh yeah, like it makes sense that this book would pick best new series for sure. Seamus, I mean, you've read a lot of this book series already. So what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I'm caught up. Yeah, it's fun. It's like you're saying, the way Denise Camp weaves comic tropes into like actual feelings and quantifiable emotions and events that like you could relate a little more to. You know what I mean? Like the idea of like you know what I mean? Like a time loop actually just being like a metaphor for growing from trauma is like super interesting, and like how you're gonna like live through a lot of the same days over and over again that like you're not making any progress but you are. And like just the way that he can relate like big cosmic comic book concepts that kind of feel like they've gotten away from like any kind of quantifiable real life equate like equal. He like kind of brings it back to that level where you're like, oh yeah, these crazy concepts used to actually just be metaphors. I forgot, because so many people now just use them to do crazy shit, and you're like, oh yeah, wait a minute, it was supposed to mean shit. And I that's probably the part I enjoy the most about the series. It is an anthology series, which I'm as much as I like a good one, it's never going to be like my favorite genre, which I think is why I like Absolute Martian Manhunter a little more, but it's still really good.
Mm-hmm. All right, I guess we have nothing else to say. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna continue reading it. I don't know if Ro or Rebecca has read it or will read it, but it is really good. So
it sounds interesting. Of course, it's Image, so they've been killing it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's my first time hearing about it, but it does sound cool.
Word. All right, so moving on to best. Well, wait, hold on first. We'll drop a clues bomb for Denise Camp real quick.
Drop a clues bomb. Issue 5, you guys would love, because it's literally a comic book character like freaking out at you causing his pain because you keep turning the page. So it's like a little dude who's a comic writer who's like, please don't turn the page, please, you're gonna kill my family. And then you turn the page and he's like, why would you do that? My family's dead. And it's like my favorite issue of the year because it was just so like, fuck you for making me kill this guy's family, Denise Camp.
Next category, best web comic, which usually goes to Lore Olympus. So I'm surprised that they didn't go to Lore Olympus this year.
Did Lore Olympus end?
Did it end?
I'm pretty sure it ended.
Oh, okay, well, either way, I'd assume it's an endless comic because everybody loved talking about Lore Olympus and plug Lore Olympus. But best web comic went to this book I've never heard of before called Tiger by Petra Erica Nordland. There was no publisher. I couldn't release the publisher because it's a web comic, but it was you can buy it as a published book. I don't know nothing much about it. From the art, it looked really cool. So I don't really have much thoughts on it. I'm trying to find a synopsis real quick to read off of. Okay, we'll say this. So I'll read off this. Tiger is the story of a young noble lady who steals her brother's identity and his ship to sail across the world to find love, adventure, and to write a book about her favorite subject, the fascinating life cycle of sea sponges. It is definitely not a story for the faint-hearted. There will be lots of romance, sword fighting, nasty villains, and exploring dangerous, uncharted lands. Okay, sounds like a nice little coming of age, fantasy adventure, Mulan vibes, kind of, sort of. I like that. That's really cool. So congrats to Petra Erica Nordland. Your webcomic is apparently the shit. So definitely, maybe I might give it a peek. So yeah, I'll just end it right there. So next one, best graphic album reprint, and that went to none other than Superman's Pal Jimmy Olsen Deluxe Edition, written by Matt Fraction with art by Steve Lieber from DC Comics. I haven't read my Superman's Pal Jimmy Olsen when Matt Fraction took over, but I heard it's nothing but great. I remember you and Maddie were saying how great it was at the time it came out, Seamus. So yeah. So congrats to Matt Fraction, and we've glazed Matt Fraction plenty of times in this podcast. He's one of my favorite writers. So
Yeah, he's doing fun stuff on Batman right now, which we're gonna talk about in a second.
I got no other thoughts on this. I mean, congrats to them. I mean, they deserve it. So, just real quick, drop a clues bomb for I gotta drop a clues bomb real quick for Matt Fraction. Just give me a second, because my computer throw me off. All right. So there's that. So the next category, best anthology series, and that went to none other than the DC Pride 2025 special, edited by Megan Kemge and Megan Praz from DC Comics. Again, DC just swept the Oscar. Swept the
DC.
It's just DC. No Marvel. Just not spoil, but like no Marvel at all. Which is crazy. But yeah, man,
nothing from Marvel would have even gotten nominated either, which I think is depressing. Like,
it's sad.
Like the best that you could put up is like Chip Zdarsky's Cap. Like, you're kind of like, okay, guys.
I feel like this entire Comic-Con, we'll talk about it more when we get to comics book session, is just DC taking W's while Marvel's just taking straight L's. It's pretty sad. But I mean, congrats to the DC Pride special. I don't really read I don't really
gay
read
comics.
I don't read one-shots.
Gay comics.
I don't read one-shots.
One-shots, yeah.
Yeah, so I just it's not my thing. The absolute Batman annual was the exception for last year, but
so you will read one-shots as long as they're not gay. Okay.
Oh my God,
as long as they're not gay. That's literally
stop. We're not doing this. We're not playing these games. But congrats shout out, Seamus. But shout out to the editors. Bet the book's great. Did y'all read the freaking Pride special?
I did, yeah.
Okay, Rebecca, what about you?
I don't read comics anymore.
Okay, yeah. Shut up.
Oh shit.
So yeah, good on the special for getting the best anthology. That's great. Drop a clues bomb for him. All right. So now we're gonna go into the single category. So now we're going to best writer, and that went to none other than Mariko Tamaki for her book This Place Kills Me, which I've not heard of. But I mean, I know who Mariko Tamaki is on her time with DC, and she's a good writer. So I mean, I bet this book is just as good. So congrats to her. All right, so best writer artist, writer/artist, which went to none other than, I was very happy to see this.
Yes, sir.
So happy. Jamal Campbell for his work on Zatanna. I'm not sure, has a black creator got best writer artist before, or are you the first? I think it might be the
first. That's worth a Google. Hold on.
Damn.
Yeah.
But listen, man, Jamal Campbell, he's fantastic. I mean, ever since I remember Jamal Campbell when he was on his artwork on Far Sector, and I love Far Sector. So seeing him, kind of like brings the Zatanna line back from the dead, and him killing it, I think is fantastic. And the artwork is phenomenal, and I bet the writing is great. So yeah, man, drop a clues bomb real quick for Jamal Campbell, man. He deserves it. I was very happy to see this.
Mikey, we got some comments in the chat.
Can't find that.
No, I see it. This is my boy. Shout out to my boy Kayshawn Henry, the GOAT. He's saying, oh my God, he deserved this for a long time. No, definitely he has. And he said, I followed his work since Tumblr. Facts. And he said he had a story called The Immortal Nadia. No, he's like, DC has a problem with him. I was like, okay, that's crazy. But yeah, man, he's super talented, man. So I was very happy to see this. So yeah. Anybody want to say on before we move on? Or
nah, his Zatanna stuff's great. I think this is also deserved because like his work on that's crazy.
I got this.
Bro, what was the result on that? Is he the first?
I didn't find anything.
Okay. I guess he's not then.
You're going to root for him though.
Yep, no, for sure. Rebecca, anything else before we move on?
No, I didn't read this one, so
that's
fine.
You can just look at the pretty art. He's an artist too. You can look at the pretty artwork.
If it's not an absolute comic, I probably haven't read it in the last year.
This won anything this year?
What happened?
Didn't this Zatanna book win something this year, or is it just him?
No, it was just I think there's another category where I think I might be like color or inker, maybe, or letterer, maybe, where Zatanna was involved. But like, I remember last year, Zatanna also won an Eisner. I think it was Zatanna Bring Down the House. I think that was with I think that was Javier Rodriguez. I believe he did the artwork on that. That one Eisner last year as well. So it's Zatanna season. It's great. All right, so next category, best penciler / best penciler, inker, or best penciler, inker, or multimedia team. I misspelled it. But that none other than Javier Rodriguez for Absolute Martian Manhunter. I mean, duh. I mean, the crazy shit that I've seen from his pages in that book, it's understandable. It makes sense. Like, I wasn't surprised at all. I would give Seamus more time to rant about how much he loves this book, but you've said enough, Seamus. We get it. We know how much you love it.
And we're talking about them later too, so I gotta save some of it for later.
Oh my gosh! But yeah, man, I was very happy to see that. Yeah, he got this. So yeah, it's because it's always because I'm happy that Sonata Keita took a break because like she always took this category for years. So like I'm happy that other people are getting a chance, to get it. Oh yeah, Keishawn was also saying that like Jamal Campbell's Far Sector is phenomenal. Yes, I love Far Sector, bro. But yeah, shout out to Javier Rodriguez, drop a clues bomb. Javier Rodriguez, bro, real quick. It was this again crazy ass artwork in Martian Manhunter, so it's well done. All right, so the next one is best painter / multimedia artist, and that went to none other than Martin Simmons for the Department of Truth for Image. This is a book that's been on my list for the past 3 years. I've not read it, but I heard it's fantastic. That's with James Tynion IV on it. Yep. With Tiny Onion. I've only seen the artwork. Like I haven't read the book, but I've seen a bunch of like especially the covers. So I definitely shout out to him, man. He's a very talented painter and / mixed media artist for sure. Like the Department of Truth sequential as well. The covers look gorgeous every time I see them. So I gotta get on that series at some point. It's definitely on the list. Anyone else have checked out Department of Truth at all in here or heard of it?
Oh yeah, it's really good.
This is my first time hearing about this one.
Yeah, man. James Tynion IV. I mean, he's a horror genius. So like like all of his books that for the most part are great. So like this is also one of them. So yeah, shout out to Martin Simmons on the artwork, man. That's what's up. All right. So next category, best cover artist, and that went to none other than Javier Rodriguez again for Absolute Martian Manhunter and Batman. Absolute Martian Manhunter, Batman and Robin in year 1, number 7, and there was also another book I just forgot to put on there. But yeah, man, Seamus, all right, you wanna last bit to just talk about Absolute Martian Manhunter.
It literally isn't my last bit because I can bring it up during Shadow of the Bat later. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Keishawn had a question. So when they say best painter, like, are they pages painted? Yes. It's either best painter / multimedia artist, so like mixed media on work. Yeah, like kind of like Alex Ross. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty similar to that. But again, shout out to Javier Rodriguez, did your thing. I thought that Batman. I don't know why. I thought that Batman and Robin year 1, number 7 cover that I have on the right side. I didn't think it was all that. I was like, it's okay. Like I compared to his Martian Manhunter stuff, I think that stuff's better, but that's just me. All right, so next category, best coloring. Again, this isn't a surprise because she wins every single year for the past like how many years at this point. Jordi Belair, known for Absolute Wonder Woman, Sort of Crisis Events, and Nice House by the Sea, which is one of my favorite James Tynion books right now. Yeah, she colored. She's amazing. She's very talented. She does a lot of books. Like she does books across publishers for Image, Boom, the big 2. Like she's busy. I feel like she's like
all my favorite books. Like
yeah, like, she's incredible. So shout out to Jordi Belair, man. I mean, it's always deserved, but also I feel like there are. I feel like because like colorists are very underrated, and like there aren't a lot of them. So I feel like it's very slim pickings to choose which one is the best and who other than the one that works the most. So So I mean, I'm just saying, but not saying that she's not deserved. She's fantastic. So yeah, shout out to Jordy Belair for this win. All right, so now we got best lettering. Because remember, letters are important, people. They're important. So best lettering went to Hassan Ottoman Elhu, who did lettering for DCKO, Absolute Martian Manhunter, The Flash, FML, a bunch of stuff. Didn't do Birds of Prey. Didn't do FML. I don't know why. I forgot to change that shit, but it's fine. Yeah, so he won for best lettering. I don't know what much to say here. Letterers know how to do their thing.
I was gonna say the lettering in Absolute Martian Manhunter blends with Javier Rodriguez's art so well that you're
yeah.
Like, it looks like it was like Javier Rodriguez is the one who lettered it, but it's you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But
So
it's really good.
Yeah, it does his thing, man. So I gotta get his letters or his flowers. But he also, like Jordy Belair, does a lot of books. So like he's busy again because not a lot of letterers. I'm committed to lettering out there. So it's great to see that. It's great to see. But all right. So thing is a little different from last year. I added 2 more things. So there was 2 more things that I wanted to address that I thought were really important. With the Eisners here. But first things first, I don't know if people are familiar. Maybe Ro and Seamus, I don't know about you, Rebecca. But every year during the Eisners, the Dwayne McDuffie estate, his foundation, gives out an award for diversity in comics. And the reason why I usually don't shout it out, which is a shame because Dwayne McDuffie is like my god. Rest in peace to the GOAT. Yeah, just real quick, drop a clues bomb for Dwayne McDuffie because literally a fucking genius. But the person that won this award, this award for diversity in comics is I was very happy to see because he's a friend. I say he's a friend of the channel because we've had him on before. But the person who won the book that won the Dwayne McDuffie Award for diversity in comics was Crownsville written by Rodney Barnes with art by Aaliyah Benetti from Oni Press. This just ended. A few months ago. I read the whole thing. It's like a 7-issue limited miniseries. It's fantastic. I say Rodney Barnes is a friend of the channel because we interviewed him on here before. Me and Seamus have glazed like Philadelphia, Nina Hollander, like all of his books.
We got like 3 free books from the guy.
we got free, shout out to him. We got free books from him. Yeah,
yep.
Rebecca, did you get
he gave us all of us free books in exchange for these reviews.
Yes. It wasn't from.
And in turn, we've said good things.
Yeah, exactly. It was. Yeah, we got it because we earned it.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, not sponsored. Not Zombie Love Studios is not sponsoring the podcast, even though we wish they would because we love their shit. But yeah, man, I was very happy to see that. He got this award. Definitely deserved. I mean, we've glazed his books enough. They're fantastic. And if people haven't, checked out our interview with him, what was it, 2 years ago now, 2 or 3 years ago now, it was great. And he talked like Philadelphia and all that stuff. It was fantastic. Seamus, has anybody read Crownsville at all? Before we move on, anyone? I highly recommend it. It's literally about a detective and a journalist going into an abandoned mental institution that was used to test. Black kids that were stolen from their families. So it was. I feel it's kind of based. I think it might be based off like a true event, like in Baltimore, where this takes place. But it's a really really interesting story. And yeah, I thought it was great. And Aaliyah Benetti does a really cool painted style with it as well. So I thought it was fantastic. But yeah, shout out again, Rodney. We love you again. You are always welcome back on the show anytime. So. Appreciate you. Again, we're not sponsored, but again, we'd love to. All right, so the next one, I wanted to put this one in as well because I thought this was very important. Very important. But the Eisners, the Eisners also has an inductee Hall of Fame that they do every year. It's called the Will Eisner Comic Book Industry Hall of Fame induction, and they give it out to certain creators that have had an impact on the industry. And I wanted to I found out the winner and I was like, I have to, address, give him his flowers, so the on the inductee for the Will Eisner Comic Book Industry comic book industry Hall of Fame is none other than the GOAT, the legend, the talented Dennis Cowan. And for me, it's like I had to put this on here because I have looked up Dennis Cowan since I discovered Milestone back when I was in high school. Again, we better know Dennis Cowan is an artist, writer, producer. Literally is one of the founders of Milestone Media, which created characters like, and I gotta solo lay out this shit. I mean, because I gotta show up. But like, created Static. I cannot see it because it's blurred, but Static over here. He also created Icon over here, Icon and Rocket, and then also created Hardware as well. So yeah, he's a legend. I've looked up to his story, his artwork for a long time now at this point, over at least about a decade. And he finally got his flowers. He also did like The Question with Denny O'Neil. He did right now he's actually currently doing Nightwing right now with I forget who's writing Nightwing right now, but he's doing the current Nightwing run. He is phenomenal. I mean, he's a legend in his own right, man. He definitely deserved this shit. And yeah, that's so I'll start it off. What any of y'all got anything to say on? Bro, since you're the guest, I'll let you go first. You have anything to say on Dennis Cowan at all?
No, I love being educated, man. I love your energy with it. Just it's nice that they're actually rewarding more and more of the Milestone universe. Like Static's getting his new ongoing. Even I liked when Nicholas Draper-Ivy was in that short story too.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That was really good. I'm glad they're treating Milestone well.
Yeah, bro. It's great. Seamus, what about you, bro? I know. Me and you are, we're Milestone heads at this point.
Yeah, I honestly could have sworn he was already in it.
Yeah,
but it's very well deserved. His work with Denny O'Neil on The Question is just so like yeah, and the Dan Waters Nightwing run that's currently ongoing with him is like so good. And his art is so good for Nightwing. I love it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Just like an incredible artist. I'm sorry, it's so nice to see him in it.
Yeah, no, I'm really hoping when we go to New York Comic Con in a few months, I hope he's there. I'm gonna bring some of my books for him to sign because I gotta. But yeah, man, Rebecca, I know you have nothing to say. Just know that he's a great artist and a great creator and a legend. So yeah, shout out to Dennis Cowan, man, the GOAT. And then Kayshawn was saying, yeah, Dennis deserved this a long time coming. Yeah, he really did. Yeah, I agree. Like he should have gotten this a long ass time ago. But I'm still happy he's getting his flowers now. While he's still with us and still creating, he's still working. So, Dennis, just drop a clues bomb real quick for Dennis Cowan, the GOAT. It's just I was very happy to see that he was inducted. It really made me feel good inside. I was like, okay. But yeah. So that's it on the Eisners. That is it. That's all I got for the Eisners, and I think it's safe to say we can move on to now like the rest of the other topics for the show. But yeah. So real quick, anything else you want to say before we move on, guys? Anything for the term of the Eisners? Not it. Okay. All right. So we'll just go on to now focusing on video games for a second. Only got 2 things on here because there wasn't really a lot of games showcased. Only really 2 things. First things first. The fact that the new upcoming Marvel fighting game that's coming out, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, which is the 4v4 fighting game that's being in development. That's very like anime, like Eastern centric in the art style. Seamus, you've been playing it, right? I'm pretty sure you got the beta.
Yep.
All right. And
this ended yesterday.
It ended yesterday. Okay. Oh, so it was only really for Comic-Con. All right, that's fair. And so yeah, one of the characters that I saw they dropped like a teaser for and an image and a still was the fact that Phoenix Cyclops is a character is going to be the first season 1 character for their DLC. I was shocked. I was like, okay, I was expecting maybe Cyclops. I'm like, y'all putting Phoenix Cyclops as a move. I was like, that's kind of hard. I was like, cause
it's lit.
Yeah, because like Phoenix Cyclops, Avengers versus X-Men, that was a hard ass.
They're making people read Avengers versus X-Men. It's crazy.
For sure, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, man. So I didn't put the trailer on here because I didn't really think we needed to like see it because it was very brief. But yeah, I'm happy he's in the game. That's a really cool like character pull for. And he looks exactly how it looks like in the comic. So yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. But Seamus, give us like a little quick review of what you think of the game so far since you've been playing it. Since you played the beta.
It's funky. I didn't really know what to expect because I had played Dragon Ball Fighters and Guilty Gear before, so like I played ArcSys Fighters a lot. But I know in the lead up to this, even the ArcSys guys were like, "Hey, this is really different. Like, you know, don't go in expecting a Dragon Ball Fighters feeling or like a Guilty Gear Strive feeling game." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, it's really different and weird. It's a good weird. I like it. It's a lot to kind of wrap your head around, even for like someone who plays a lot of fighting games like me. But when you finally kind of figure everything out and you have everything kind of working at a base level, then you're like, oh wait, this is like it's really fucking fun. Yeah, the team system is super interesting. Like the first round you only start with 2 characters, and then as you lose rounds or as you do stage transitions, you get access to more characters and more assists and shit.
Yeah,
like that's just it's that kind of thing's so weird. And then the way like most characters play is just like different than how you would assume they are. Like Wolverine, you know, he's normally like a super combo heavy guy who's like, you know, down. But like now he's like the super armored grabber rushdown dude, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? What were they thinking here? Yeah, super interesting. I'm really excited to play it when it fully comes out in a couple weeks, especially because I want to try Deadpool and Loki and Carnage because they weren't in this beta. But
I gotcha. All right, was Blade in the beta?
No, they were. The Blade was in the beta, and he was on. My team ended up being Magneto, Doom, Wolverine, and Blade.
Nice. Okay.
Blade is crazy fun.
Okay, bet. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. So I got nothing else to say. Rebecca, you got nothing. Nada to zero.
I think the game looks fun. I like the art style. I'm a button masher though, so I'm probably gonna be ass at this game.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Ro, what about you? Any thoughts on this?
No, I like the art style. I will say that.
Yeah,
the art style for Cyclops is certainly a pull. Like you said, I'm like, all right, I can get behind it. It's certainly like the strongest version. So.
For sure. All right, yeah. So we'll just move on then to the second game. The only thing that they dropped was a story trailer for Marvel's Wolverine. I don't think we gotta watch it. I don't know why I added it in here. It was cool though. It was really cool. I mean, it was pretty much them showcasing the general vibe of the game. We saw like Jean Grey, we saw Sabretooth, we saw Lady Deathstrike, we saw the Hand.
And I was gonna say, Insomniac's lore is so weird though.
I know. You know? Okay, so now that you brought it up, okay, so I'll say this. So apparently, I don't know if you can confirm it to me if it's true or not, because I remember seeing Instagram posts about it. But apparently, in this world, in this game, the X-Men don't exist. Jean and Wolverine already have an established history. Like they're ex-lovers, but they're in a relationship. Previously, and that was pretty much it. I don't know what else is there. Seamus, do you want to fill me in on anything that I missed? Weird as fuck. Weird as fuck.
I was gonna say Sabretooth and Mystique and Wolverine and Jean are part of what they call Team X, who save mutants.
Wait, so
it's like a proto X-Men.
Oh, it's a proto X. So Jean, even though it has a at least like is like acquaintances with Sabretooth and Mystique as well. That's weird. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to play it because I'm just like I don't want to relive that. But the Hand stuff.
Like, I don't know why Insomniac is like so adamant on being really weird with their timelines and lore and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, I don't like it. I think it's really
like
weird.
Why does this have to be the origin of Wolverine? But why does Wolverine also have to be like 50 years old and he's already had most of his history?
Can someone remind me too? Because this game got leaked at some point. Did they change it after the leaks, or did they keep with what they were doing?
No, they
kept all of it.
They kept what they were doing. Fuck it, we'll just fucking white swing. I don't want to fucking watch this shit. Like it's Like this. Wait, Rebecca, have you not seen the game at all?
I didn't see this trailer for it, but I don't have a PS5, so I'm not playing this game till like 2029.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I mean, we'll watch the story trailer for it. It's actually like it's pretty cool, but besides the at least the gameplay it is. So, let's see.
Logan, it's me. Wait.
You came back. I've seen this before.
Humans and mutants can't survive together.
I've tried to keep them safe for so long.
Fucking trash.
Inside, now!
I thought you were back. We were back. We're gonna build the future for mutants. That is why you belong here.
And
Tear the beast. The hunt is ready.
Most people I see clearly. But you.
red.
Just give in.
Remember who you are.
Just can't let a man rest in peace, can you?
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, it looks like the gameplay looks great. Like I love the gameplay because I'm a proud owner of X-Men Origins Wolverine Uncaged Edition on 360, and I love the shit out of that game. So like, it reminds me a lot of that. I think I like the actor. What's his name? Liam McIntyre. He was on Spartacus. He was Weather Wizard in the Flash on the CW. He's playing Wolverine. They modeled his face as well for the character. I think he looks great. I think like some of the set pieces, like the stuff in Tokyo with the hand. We're going to see some like Sentinels, stuff like that. That's really cool. Yeah, it's just that little change with the lore I don't like. I like it. It's really fucking weird. I just don't understand why they couldn't just like, just say the X-Men already exists. Like the Avengers already exist. Because we got that in Spider-Man. But see, the X-Men already exist and this Logan's is doing his own thing. I don't know why you have to like change the canon just to be different. It doesn't make any sense. But I digress.
I think other than that, though, it looks like a Wolverine game, so I can't.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think when does this come out? This comes out pretty soon, right? I think it comes out like
It's September like 10th or something.
Yeah, word. All right, yeah. So yeah, it's gonna come out September 15th, so really soon.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, people, if you got a PS5, buy that shit. So yep. So that's pretty much with games. I think we're done with games. All right, now we're gonna go into like the longer section, which is we just lost Ro. He'll come back though, hopefully. We're gonna get into the comics real quick. Oh, there he is. All right, Ro, you good?
Low key, I couldn't hear half of our crew for like the last half hour. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. When you fell out, it just messed up the audio for everybody. So
okay.
It worked.
Fair enough. All right. So yeah, we'll get into the comic book section real quick. Yeah, so we'll pretty much start off with the indie comic section. Not only like 3 things I have here. So the first thing is going to be 2 things that were announced, which I'm gonna buy these immediately. Like, these are gonna be like guaranteed cops. And that's none other than Scott Pilgrim EX, Dawn of Mecha Scott by Brian Lee O'Malley, and Chain Kata by, again, the GOAT, the current GOAT, Jenny Warren Johnson. Yeah, I like, for first off, Scott Pilgrim, fun fact about me, people that don't know, I'm a huge Scott Pilgrim fan. That was my first indie comic I ever read. Read that shit in like middle school. Had all the books, lost all the books. I do not know where they are, which breaks my heart to this day. Love the movie, love the recent anime that came out. I like Scott Pilgrim means so much to me. It's one of my favorite books of all time. And the fact that this is going to be Brian Lee O'Malley coming back to the character, coming back to the universe after 16 years. So it's a big deal. It's going to be a prequel. I believe it's going to be a prequel. I could be wrong, but yeah. So I'll start it off. What are y'all thoughts on at least Scott Pilgrim EX? Whoever wants to chime in. No thoughts, head empty. That's crazy. It's Scott Pilgrim, guys.
The movie. I like the series. I haven't read the comic.
I read the comic, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait and see how good this is before I get too excited. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Not that I don't think Brian Lee O'Malley's not good at making a comic, but I also think that sometimes if I were to return to a comic I did 20 years later, it might not feel exactly the same. You know?
Mm-hmm. Ro, what about you? You familiar with Scott Pilgrim? Read Scott Pilgrim?
I watched the movie and part of the anime. I haven't read any of the books yet. Sadly.
Oh, damn. Okay, just I mean, Seamus said he's read them, but I'm like,
yeah, I did read them.
I was like, damn, like I thought there'd be more hype in this chat, but never mind. All right, but yeah, it's pretty much okay. Fair enough, but yeah, so it's pretty much gonna be a one-shot prequel to the recently. Oh, so it's gonna be a prequel to the recently released beat 'em up game they released on Switch. Yeah, called Scott Pilgrim EX, and yeah, so it's gonna be
good.
Yeah, you played it, Seamus?
Yeah.
I mean, I own the original game. I own the original Scott Pilgrim vs. the World games, and they look pretty much the same. So I was like, you know,
what? That's why I got the new one, because me and Gavin played that shit as a kid all the time, and like we were like, wow, they're making a new one. It's got to be fun.
Yeah, that shit is sitting on my 360. It's my 360 is in my closet, and it will stay there forever until I'm ready to play it again. Yeah, man. I mean, that's awesome. I'm very happy that like Brian Lee O'Malley's gonna go back to the universe, at least in comic book form. To do it again, so that's awesome. But yeah, so Chain Kata by Jenny Warren Johnson, man. I remember specifically hearing that they were releasing ash cans of this of the number one at the either at the Image Comics booth or at his own Artist Alley table. So everyone who went to his table went to the Image Comics booth got the ash can for issue number one. Pretty much the only thing that's been described to me about this book is that fact that it's just badass chicks with chainsaws in space. Fuck yeah. Knowing Danny Warren Johnson's repertoire in terms of like stuff like metal hard rock music, wrestling, stuff like that. Like this is definitely the vibe I expect from Danny Warren Johnson. Let me read the synopsis real quick. So it says Luma is a chainsaw-wielding warrior queen seeking out an unknown power in the vastness of space. All she wants is to find peace, but violence and terror follow her through every black hole. The story will blend the epic high stakes of sci-fi of Beta Ray Bill and Space Mullet, and with the character building depth of Extremity into a power bomb, and this culmination of a maximization of Jonathan Johnson's craft and the perfect read for fans of action-packed comics with art that leaps from the page. I don't know if y'all know the podcast Direct Edition. It's by West Coast Avengers. I don't know if you know that podcast or not, but he had him on. I watched a little bit of it, and he said he's been D-Dub said he's been working on this book on and off for the past like 7 years. So it's actually cool. Like a long thing in the making. And I'm sorry, I know we released some pages of the ash can. I don't have it on here, but it looked great. It's this awesome, dope sci-fi hard rock shit from Danny Warren Johnson. So yeah, guys, what are your thoughts on Chain Kata?
I think this sounds fun.
It's day one buy for me, at least.
It is a day one buy. I don't know when they announced I don't know if they announced the release date at all, but I'm gonna look it on because I'm gonna pre-order the shit out of that. I'm gonna buy the variants too if they have variants. But before we move on, I remember I was texting Ro, I think it was yesterday, 2 years ago. I was like, I think I texted you and Seamus about this. And the fact that freaking David Cho was on an interview at San Diego Comic-Con with Danny Warren Johnson. I'm a huge David Cho fan. I'm a huge fan of his art. He's one of my biggest inspirations. So and he's like, the fact that he was hyping up, being like, this man has so many freaking ideas in his head. He can make companies billions of dollars, and it's just like, honestly, I believe it. Like, you know, do a power bomb, Beta Ray Bill, Extremity, Murder Falcon. Like, he's an amazing. He's one of the like future goats. Like right now, like everyone is always saying, like, when you think of like.
I like how on the Chain Kata cover too, his name is spaced like it's 3 different people.
Yeah.
Like, that's so stupid. I'm like, yeah, okay, man.
and it's funny because during the interview as well, like he was making like the chainsaw sound, like ring ding 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 ding. He's trying to like make that stick with this book. Like anytime he goes on a pod, he's gonna just start making that noise for no reason.
He's gonna be stimming out on pods now.
Honestly. But yeah, man. So I'm very excited. I'm trying to see if they dropped a release date. If Image dropped a release date for this. Yeah, it's to be announced. But no, it's coming out in November. Bet.
Nice.
For some reason, I was thinking October. Okay.
Yeah, so it's coming out in November. So I'm definitely gonna pre-order this. I don't know if they also have a final order cutoff for Chinkata at all for pre-orders. I can't see anything right now, but yeah, guys, if we all interested, man, pre-order the shit out of it. It's gonna be a good time. Next book I got, it's actually 2 books, but in the same relative universe. So it was announced that for first off, Ninja Turtles from IDW, they're gonna be getting a new creative team, and they're getting Matthew Rosenberg to write. I haven't gotten a chance to figure out who draws, but also they just announced that they're making a third run of The Last Ronin. So The Last Ronin 3 is going to be coming out as well. That was announced by Kevin Eastman. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I haven't read Last Ronin 2. I've only read the first one, which I think is like, you know, a very classic, like iconic, like cult classic, like iconic Ninja Turtle story. I thought that was great. I heard the sequel was really cool. I know they introduced like new Ninja Turtles in that one, and I believe the person in the front is the daughter of Casey Jones and April O'Neil. If I'm not mistaken. And I'm a huge Casey Jones fan, so I will support. And yeah, and then Matthew Rosenbaum. I mean, Matthew Rosenbaum's a great writer. He's kind of a hot name right now in the Big Two, especially. So having him on Ninja Turtles it sounds awesome. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's gonna do with it. Although I haven't read the Ninja Turtles book in a long ass time, so like I'm still like on like the early remnants of like the IDW Turtles. So yeah. Anyone have any thoughts on any of these at all? Any y'all intrigued by these?
I mean, I'll probably read Last Ronin 3.
Yeah, I gotta get on that at some point. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who the artist is who's doing Ninja Turtles, but I can't see anything right now. But yeah, just mostly Matthew Rosenberg is gonna be on it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the indie comics. Pretty quick. So I guess we'll move on to now Marvel comics. And not gonna lie, again, it's the same thing with like, it's kind of like the running theme is that like, I don't think Marvel did a really good job with I think the announcements are kind of you know, you know, not really, I wasn't really feeling much of it. But yeah, so we'll just start it off. So the first 2 books, one of these books, I was like, why? Like, I was like, okay, cool, like, you know, like it makes sense to bring this character back and have this person write it. But the other book, I'm like, why the fuck does this book exist? Like, what are we doing? And those books were none other than Friendly Neighborhood Mary Jane and Venom #1, which is going to be written by Charles Soule, which I was actually very happy about. I was like, I like Charles Soule. He's a great writer. I love his Daredevil. So that's good. But like, do we need a Mary Jane book, y'all? Seriously? After the whole all new Venom situation? Like,
is she still Venom in this? Or I haven't read that.
No. Venom, the Venom relaunch is Charles Soule writing Eddie Brock Venom. And
Tell me when we get flashback.
This Mary Jane book is just like Mary Jane doing some bullshit, like, as you know, and it sucks they're making me hate a Mary Jane book, but I hate a Mary Jane book coming out right now because she has just been sadly devolved into such an uninteresting character that I'm like, what could you even? It sucks. It does suck that now I'm saying, what could you even do a Mary Jane solo book about when like that used to be interesting back in the day, you know?
Yeah.
But now it's just like, who cares? Like she hasn't done anything in years except like, you know, be like a weird like a ghost for Peter. That you're like, what are we doing here? This sucks.
Like I'm reading the synopsis and I'm just like, this just doesn't sound interesting at all. So like it says
you're reading the synopsis and it's like a poor writer doing their best to try to craft a story out of the wreckage of this character, and you're like, oh.
It's like it's saying like you're now invited to the grand opening of Watson Productions, and it's I guess she's running her own production company, I guess.
But she did this before. That was like the plot of her last run. Remember when she was it had a more interesting premise because it was her and Mysterio starting a production company together. And that's funny. And that's like a sitcom premise that I go, you know what? I kind of want to read that. That kind of sounds fun.
Yeah, but it's saying model, actress, and hero is taking on a new role producer, but when Chameleon sets his sights on sabotage Mary Jane, willing to use every tool in her arsenal, including a top secret gift from Venom, to come out on top. Who cares? Like, who gives a fuck? Like, I honestly.
Charles Soule on Venom's at least interesting, like sounding.
Yeah, what was the premise on that? Do you know? Because I only knew he's announced.
It's literally Eddie's
coming back. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Charles
Eddie coming
Soule's
back.
An interesting writer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. No, I love Charles. I like Charles Soule. I think he's a great writer. I'll peek his Venom. This Mary Jane book I'm not touching because I'm just like I don't really care much. It just seems like Marvel. It's like our biggest complaint we had on Marvel the past like year or two, where it's like you're just throwing anything there's no plan, just throwing anything at the wall to see what sticks, and it's annoying as fuck.
They're throwing anything at the wall, but not in a fun way, not in like a let's truly shake things up way. It's just like a Mary Jane book, and you're like, no, not that, guys. Come on, let's think a little bit here.
Rebecca, or anything you want to say before we move on? You can talk as much shit as you want. It's fine. It's a safe space.
Mary Jane could easily be like Jimmy Olsen in the sense where like she's going on these adventures and there's actual implications. Yeah. I like Jackpot art. That's about it. And
the Jackpot stuff was weird.
About Venom. I can't lie to you. I really cannot care about Venom at all. I think the last time I cared was The King in Black, and that's just by event association. I like when they changed things up and he was like an old man. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
I liked I was gonna say real quick. I liked Eddie's I liked Al Ewing's drawing. I liked the run where Eddie's kid was Venom. That was fun. And then when Mary Jane was Venom, it was like the book got markedly worse just because it was sucked into like the soulless cycle that was Amazing Spider-Man at the time. So then the book was like just so. Al Ewing was doing their best to like write a story, and you were just like, okay, but you're also forced to like deal with like Amazing Spider-Man continuity crap. You're still forced to deal with Paul. You're writing a Venom book, and you got to write it about Paul. Oh, but I think this run's gonna be good.
Okay, fair enough. Rebecca's like, I'm waiting till Flash Thompson comes back, pretty much.
Yeah. Bring my boy back, and I'll at least skim the pages. I know he was in Mary Jane's Venom a little bit.
Yeah,
drop that eventually. But
I'm with you. I was a Flash Thompson. I was never a Venom fan until like Flash Thompson, and then Donny Cates run of Venom with Eddie Brock. I was like, oh wait, I actually like care about.
Y'all don't
Eddie
like
Brock.
Matt Gargan?
Nah, not really.
Matt Gargan heads?
No, not really, bro. I like Donny Cates made me care about Eddie Brock, and then like after he left, that book was over. I was like, I'm good, but I'll check out Charles Soule run for sure. Next set of books is Punisher versus Predator versus Punisher and Maximum X-Men. I thought the Punisher versus Punisher because I know they've been doing like Predator versus books over the past like few years. I haven't really been that intrigued by them. I read like the first issue of Predator versus Black Panther because one of the homies was actually drawing that book, and I wanted to support. Him, it was Sean Damian Hill. Shout out to Sean Damian Hill. Yeah, but this, I mean, I feel like this one fits. I mean, like Wolverine versus Predator fit. Spider-Man versus Predator, I thought was like a weird choice.
Yeah,
and
that ended up being a little weird too.
Yeah, but this I feel like, you know, like it makes sense for someone like, I feel like it fits for someone like Frank Castle to like face Predators, because why not, you know? Like it just feels that way. And then Maximum X-Men. I'm trying to get on who is writing it, but I know for a fact that like it's pretty much Storm getting her own X-Men team, which is always like, yeah, done. It's also coming. They
realized that weird era where they were trying to get like Rogue to be the second in command and Scott to be like the, you know what I mean? And then they were like, wait, fuck it, let's give it to Storm. Let's have Storm run this new era. And you're like, all right, you know what? That's at least the most interesting thing I've heard them try to do in a while.
Yeah.
It's Christopher Yost is writing it with
Tony Daniel. Yeah, with Tony S. Daniel. Yeah, man. I love Tony Daniel's work, man. I think he's a great artist.
It sounds like, and I like Christopher Yost a lot, so like it sounds like it's going to be an interesting era at least. Like, it's at least a cooler creative team. Not to harp on like Jed McKay or Gail Simone, but like, you know, it was like Jed McKay and Ryan Stegman, which I'm like, I've been reading your Avengers run. This doesn't really feel too, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like this is a different era. I just feel like I'm reading the same book as I did when I was reading Moon Knight or when I was reading, you know what I mean? So I think having Christopher Yost do like a crazy, like, yeah, fucking Bishop and they got half of Spider-Man's Amazing Friends on the goddamn team. You're already like, oh, hold on, let me read it.
Let me read the synopsis real quick. It says, in the wake of events of Avengers Armageddon, Earth's mightiest heroes are no more, so who will stand in defense of Earth? The X-Men will. Storm gathers an elite team for just the task, including Wolverine, Colossus, Bishop, Iceman, Psylocke, Firestar, and Justice. Mutants by birth, heroes by choice, and their first challenge is a full-on invasion from the negative zone. Is this Annihilus again or something fun? That sounds awesome. I actually like that. So they're going to be like replacements for the Avengers while they're dispatched from Avengers from Armageddon right now. And they're going to be fighting people from the negative zone. That's sick. That's like a really cool cross-pollination. I kind of like that with like Fantastic Four and X-Men. That's really cool. I like that a lot. And even though I wish Storm had her own series again, like I wish it didn't end, because I heard that series is fantastic.
It was good. It also ran for a couple of issues. Like it got like two years. I think.
Yeah, like 2 years, give or take, 2 or maybe 2.5 years. But I'm happy that, like, you know, they're still utilizing her as, like, you know, as putting her in the forefront on the team as the leader. So that's fantastic. Yeah, I got anything else you want to say before we move on to the next set of books?
No.
Nada? Yeah. Just
I like
Storm.
the Punisher versus Predator one. I think that's fitting.
Yeah, man. I mean, that one is like
that Maximum X-Men. It reminds me of X-Men Gold when that came out.
Yeah,
Right?
it's very X-Men Gold vibes. In my opinion. Punisher. I'm trying to look up the creative team on that. We're gonna just shout them out. It's gonna be by Frank Thierry and Jesus Saez on Predator versus Punisher. So, all right. So next set of books, only one book, but it got announced that Marvel was gonna be making an Indiana Jones book called Indiana Jones and the Sword of Pandemonium, and it's gonna be written by Jason Aaron, and I think art by Adam. I forget his name. Like Adam something. I remember he did Daredevil with Saladin Ahmed. Adam Cooper. Not Adam Cooter. Yeah, Adam Cooter. There he is. You know, it's just not really feeling it.
Yeah.
Well, but like Indiana Jones, of course. I mean, you know, Indiana Jones is dope, but I mean, just like I didn't really expect I didn't really care much for a comic, honestly.
I'm here for
and like Jason Aaron doesn't sway me either.
Yeah. Ro, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, like literally, it's not too swaying. I'm here for what it could be. Like if they switch writers and artists along the run, I'm like, but I want to jump into it. I think the title could sort of Pandemonium. I get picky about my Indiana Jones content, so it depends where it falls in the timeline.
I gotcha. Rebecca, are you excited for the Indiana Jones comic? Are you looking forward to that?
Oh man, you know it. This is like the Star Wars comics with me. It's cool that they're there, but I'm not really going out of my way to read them.
Yeah,
I was gonna say they should be using it to do some like crazy crossover bullshit like they do with all the other comics. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like every other comic gets like a crazy crossover, and Disney owns Indiana Jones, so they could literally. It doesn't matter who the fuck he. You know what I mean?
The
You need to do the '80s comic thing where Spider-Man just shows up for no reason in these.
I would fucking. That would be hilarious. Or like
Indiana Jones and Spider-Man. That'd be awesome.
I was gonna say Indiana Jones and like Captain America or Black Panther in World War II.
Yes, that would
like, come on, that would be lit as fuck if you do an Indiana Jones story, but also T'Chaka's there for some reason, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck?
My God.
Indiana Jones versus Predator.
Indiana Jones versus Predator would be awesome.
What's gonna happen?
I was gonna say you could even do Indiana Jones and Lara Croft. You could do fucking.
Well, Lara Croft. I think that's a different. That's a publisher because like Lara Croft isn't owned by Marvel or Disney. So
yeah, but they can still do a crossover. It's not like.
I mean, if Top Cow says yes, I mean, might as well.
I think Top Cow isn't gonna say yes to
does Top Cow
own
Tomb Raider? I don't think they own Tomb Raider anymore. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But this book is this. It's gonna come out, I believe, and it comes out whenever it comes out. Honestly, I don't really care. It exists. Although the cover on the right, that's Alex Ross. Good cover. I mean, it's Alex Ross, so I mean, it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Next book that I got is going to be the Incarcerated Iron Man. That's on Josh Williamson's current run. Seamus, are you reading this book at all?
Yeah.
What is the significance with? I know they're going to like 700 issues, right? Like that's like the whole.
It's like the big thing. 700. This whole run has been good. It's like I feel like it's like. No disrespect to Joshua Williamson, but I feel like a lot of his runs are like just solid. You know what I mean? Like his runs are good, but they are never more than good, and I'm never like super blown away. I'm always just like, yes, this is a guy who cares about continuity. He can tell good stories with the continuity that he knows, and that he, you know what I mean? Like he's delving deep into Iron Man's continuity here, of course, which with the like Madame Mask being like one of the major villains of the whole run, and like.
Yeah,
you know, and bringing back like Unicorn and shit like that, you know, and it's like it's you can tell he knows it and he loves it and he can make a somewhat interesting story out of it. But I'm never like, this is like earth-shaking stuff, you know what I mean? I'm never like, this is gonna be my book of the year. But I am always going to enjoy the books he puts out. And like Iron Man's like the same thing, where I'm never like, I gotta read Iron Man this week. But every time I do get to Iron Man, I'm like, yeah. That was good. I do think I like Spencer Ackerman's run a little more. It was a little more interesting with the premise. Even though it was more divorced from Iron Man's continuity, it was like a cool switch up where you're like, this is so different. I'm like interested in it. You know what I mean? Whereas now it's like, yeah, I kind of know what I'm getting with like this stuff, you know?
All right, fair enough. And I know there's a War Machines book that's coming out around the same time, right? That's got like a book called War Machines.
Yeah, they're doing like a big like now War Machines evolves in the story, you know.
Yeah, all right. I don't really read Iron Man that much. I don't really read Iron Man, so like I don't really But like good on Joshua Williamson, no, that's cool. All right, so the next thing, so outside of like now there's outside of main Marvel stuff, but like they had a huge panel for Marvel Midnight with all the Marvel Midnight writers. They had Benjamin Percy, Jonathan Hickman, and Phil Kennedy Johnson. So they just made a little update. I mean, it's pretty much just like they were just pretty much getting asked questions about they were answering questions about like what giving more people more insight like what it's actually about and what kind of things are taking inspiration from. I know for a fact, like I think I said this off last either 2 podcasts ago, Rebecca and Seamus, because I remember you were there, you were both there. But I'm more interested in Midnight Spider-Man. That's the one that I'm like really interested in. But they pretty much were going through like, you know, talking about like the main themes of their books. With Midnight X-Men, I think that's the one being written by I think Jonathan Hickman, and They were talking about like with Ultimate X-Men. Usually we see the X-Men and the idea of mutants all about like togetherness and community, but this one you want to focus more on loneliness with Midnight X-Men. So I thought that was really interesting. Benjamin Percy doing Midnight Fantastic Four. He was just talking about how he wanted to incorporate like kind of like mad scientists, like Eldritch horror, Lovecraftian type of vibes with the Fantastic Four, something like cosmic horror, stuff like that. So that was really cool. And then with Midnight Spider-Man, what I believe is Phil Kennedy Johnson, they want to pretty much blend the take the idea of Spider-Man and then blend it with stuff from like Junji Ito, which is like terrifying to me because like Junji Ito is like disgusting. Yeah, man. And then they also dropped some sketches from the various artists that are doing the books, and I got these from Bleeding Cool. But yeah, here's like a little look on my the Midnight Fantastic Four. Got a little bit of Reed Richards and Sue Storm. Reed looking like they're really gonna play on how like disgusting the actual like stretching is, especially if it's like cosmic, like Eldritch, like Lovecraftian kind of horror vibes. That looks fucking nasty.
Yeah.
And then we got a look of the Thing and Johnny, and it looks the Thing kind of looks just the same, but just more just decrepit and just cracked. But I think that looks really cool. Johnny looks the most interesting to me. I don't think Johnny's human. Like I think he's gonna be like kind of a cross between like Johnny Storm and then like the actual like Jim Hammond like android Human Torch, because that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, Johnny's looking a little gnarly here.
Yeah. So what do you guys think from these sketches that they released? I think it looks really cool.
In the last video where we were talking about this, I think this line has potential. I'm just worried to see how long they stick with it and where it is up. But yeah, I think there's potential there, and I think these books coming out around October, they should be good spooky reads for the month.
Oh, for sure, yeah. This come and Midnight Fantastic Four. I think they all come out October 7th, I believe. And and then these sketches are done by the artist Kev Walker. So there's that. But I think these look really cool. I mean, that's like, especially for me, it's like Reed and Johnny. I was like, that looks really interesting. And it kind of makes sense because there's gonna be a more horror focused universe. A lot of like the various transformation that these characters these characters are known for. You could definitely play a little bit into body horror with it a lot really easily. I feel like so. I think it's really cool in terms of like the design and stuff like that. But and then they got this one from, and by the way, these sketches were released. All these that I grabbed were released today. So the next one I got was from Midnight Spider-Man, and I like how it's I think we've seen variant covers before, like this one from with the one in the middle. That's what I'm gonna grab that one. That's from Eric Canetti. Eric Canetti's one of my favorite artists. It's very kind of a. I know for a fact that they focus on like the fact that like this version of Peter Parker is captured by Oscorp to be an experiment to discover eternal life, and they actually like merge an actual like spider onto his chest and gets a veiny pattern on his chest and his abdomen to mimic the webs, and he's wearing like sweatpants and like a little mask with goggles to mimic like a very simplistic version of like a minimalist version of like the Spider-Man costume. What I think is like really cool.
Like Iron Fist.
He just looks like Iron Fist. I mean, yeah,
like Iron Fist.
Iron Fist, but just gross. Just gross Iron Fist.
It'd be cool if that's the reveal. Was like he's kind of the Iron Fist of this universe.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, yeah, maybe, but I think these designs are really cool. But the thing is, like, they're doing a really good job of hiding his face. So I'm like, what the fuck do you look like under there? Like, I'm very curious, like, what his actual face actually looks like, if it's also changed in any way. So yeah, there's that, and then they dropped one from what Nightcrawler's gonna look like in Midnight X-Men. I love the Priest look. I love like the Priest archbishop look they're going with him. As well as they had Storm, who we know is going to be like a vampire queen in this. as well. And then also we saw some stuff from like Cyclops and like Gambit has a variant cover and all that stuff, which is really cool. And also the last thing I got, the variant cover for issue number 2, which is we revealed that like Iceman's gonna be made out of like frozen blood, which is crazy as fuck. And then also they released some pages from the book. But what are your thoughts on these? Like, are these getting reeling you in a little bit? I think these look really cool. I'm intrigued by it for sure.
I'm here for the art style for sure.
I'm
really
bored.
is going to depend how it's. Yeah, it really is going to depend how it's written, because I just don't want this to work us back into like a 2010s gritty. Like, I want them to still keep some camp in it. I still want them to still use the powers, but I'm like, we just broke out of this whole angsty archetypal thing in the 2010s. Absolute Batman's kind of pushing us back in it where everything's more grounded and gritty. I'm not big on the back row design for that one, but that's just here or there, neither here or there. But I want this, like, it's just not making sense. Like, why is Storm a vampire? But I want to read it first before I'm like, I'm definitely interested, but I want more. I want more knowledge. I'm intrigued, I'll say.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, overall, I think these are all interesting. I'm definitely gonna give them a shot. I'm gonna give the first issue a shot to see how it is. But I'm going from like the artwork and like the premise of like what they're trying, what they're being influenced by with these books. I am definitely very intrigued. But like this like Midnight Spider-Man is gonna be like my go-to personally. Yeah, so are we good to move on? This is the last of the Marvel stuff. It's very just disappointing overall. I don't really know.
Yeah, it's just a little boring. I think we talked about it before, but the same thing Ro was saying, where it feels like they're learning the wrong lessons from Absolute Batman.
Absolutely. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like
looks like a
you're like, no, that's not why everyone likes Absolute Batman.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. I think it's pretty safe to say we can just move on here. All right, so now we're going to move on to DC. Which like DC had the best reveals for when it comes to comics, and they had a lot of them. So like we're gonna get through it as quickly as we can. But so DC All In is to start off. So obviously DC All In, which is the initiative that was started by Scott Snyder and I believe Joshua Williamson as well, but it's mainly Scott Snyder at the helm. That's their current line of like main continuity books. So we will just go through a bunch of those. For starters, first things first, we are going to be getting a Teen Titans book, as well as a Doom Patrol book. And I'm trying to find the creative teams real quick. But I know for a fact with Doom Patrol, I'm very excited because like if you look really closely at the art style, that's Nick Darrington. Nick Darrington's coming back for Doom Patrol again, and I'm very excited about that. Because I loved his artwork on Doom Patrol with Young Animal with Gerard Way, so I am very excited about that. But but I know for a fact with this new Teen Titans team, Rebecca must be very excited about this because this is Jason Todd running his own Teen Titans team with a bunch of new characters. I know one of the characters is Fair Play, which is Mr. Terrific's son. And the other characters I'm not really too familiar with, but Rebecca, what do you approve? Are you happy?
I think it's cool that we're giving some newcomers a chance to shine in a Titans book.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see my boy Jason. They gave him the white streak. That's how I know these are like for the girlies, But we'll see.
Yeah. So it's gonna be written by. It's by Kyle Higgins. Radiant Black. Shout out Radiant Black. I got a clues bomb for Kyle Higgins. I got it, Seamus. He's the GOAT. And going to be the art's done by Danielle Di Nicolo. And it's pretty much the premise is when one of their own vanishes after attending a rally for Ascend, a fast-growing youth movement training kids to survive in a world shaped by superhuman conflict, fair play. Oh, Cheshire. So like Cheshire, who is Arsenal and I think Cheshire's daughter, I believe. Cheshire Cat and Proxy and Wildcard will do whatever it takes to find their friend, including teaming up with the Red Hood. So yeah, it's a new cast of characters. Red Hood being the leader. That's really cool. I really like. Am I gonna read it? I don't think so personally. It's cool the book exists. We'll see if it works out sales wise though. I don't know if it's very risky to like. We all know when it comes to like brand new characters on a team that has a recognizable name. Sometimes it may not click with people. So we'll see how the sales do.
I think that gives them the best chance of being successful, though, is tying them to a name that people are familiar with. So I'm interested to see where that lands.
For sure. And then the Doom Patrol, which is being written by Darcy Van Pogeest and Nico Henry-chan. Oh, I thought freaking Nick Darrington was coming back for this. Never mind. Oh, maybe he's just doing covers, I guess. I was pretty sure. I thought the trailer they dropped said that he was coming back, so I was like, oh shit. But yeah, man, I love the Doom Patrol. I don't read it. I should read more Doom Patrol. The only really Doom Patrol I've read was the Gerard Way Nick Darrington run. And it says that the Doom Patrol is broken, adopting a heroes for hire business model to stave off financial and emotional ruin to find themselves. The team find themselves itself responding to a simple case, a missing cat. But the case proves to be far from simple. The world's strangest heroes find themselves pulled into a truly out of this world situation and elsewhere beyond the view of Robot Man, Elastigirl, and Negative Man. That's fun. I mean, I think it's like Doom Patrol is weird. Which is why I love Doom Patrol. It's just weird. It's just weird shit. But it's but weird shit involving a very a team that's pretty much a found family, which I've loved. I mean, which I love about the team a lot. So yeah, I'll definitely check out the first issue for sure. Yeah. Any thoughts on these two books, guys, before we move on?
No.
Nope. Right.
I mean, I'm probably gonna pick up Doom Patrol because I'm a Doom Patrol fan. But
yeah,
they're both probably. I mean, all the announcements from DC today, we're gonna be like, "Yep, that sounds cool as fuck."
Yeah.
For sure. All right. So the next book that is dropping is, which I think was announced when All In was announced. Oh, sorry, no, not All In. Like, DC Next Level. This is DC Next Level. My fault, not All In. But Legion of Superheroes. I believe this is being written by Joshua Williamson. I could be wrong, but this is one of those. This was the one announcement I'm just like, I'm not really a Legion fan, so like, that is me. That's me personally. I don't know about the rest of you guys. I don't know what your thoughts on, if y'all are like excited for.
Yes, sir. I watched that cartoon growing up, and I read the comics.
I know. I love the cartoon. The cartoon's like the only exception for me, other than.
Yeah, bullshit.
I mean, serious.
Fuck out of here.
I had
I will kill you with my eyes right now.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I believe it's Joshua Williamson, and Joshua Williamson with art by Hayden Sherman. Okay, so the book's gonna be.
We love Hayden Sherman.
Yeah, W. Hayden Sherman from Apple Wonder, and that's gonna be dropping September 2nd, 2026. The debut issue is gonna be $5.99. That's wild. It's probably gonna be more than more than 30 pages, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, that's cool. I mean, the artwork looks fantastic. I mean, Hayden Sherman is a great artist.
This will be my first Legion of Superheroes book for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how it's being built and sold. Apparently, is that it's like everyone's first. It's there. Josh Williamson says he's going to treat it as though you've never read Legion of Superheroes before. So,
okay, that's a good approach to take it. I may check. I may check this book out just to see if I like it or not, but not really sure. All right, so next batch of books from DC Next Level, which these ones the first two I was very excited about. Like, I'm really excited about actually, but then the other one I'm like, we'll see how that one goes. But Jonah Hex, Etrigan the Demon, and Shadow of the Bat. So we'll start with Jonah Hex first. So Jonah Hex, I believe the artist I've never heard of, the writer I've never heard of before. I think this is the first time I've ever seen his work. But yeah, Jonah Hex #1. So Jonah Hex and the Shadow of Death, being written by Michael Walsh with Michael Walsh is the artist and the writer. So he's a duo. Love the cover. The cover looks awesome. But yeah, pretty much it's saying it's gonna be a typical small, like I said, like Jonah Hex is a Western focused character. So But yeah, the synopsis real quick is in a small town called Ashcott, something evil has arrived, something more dangerous than a gunslinger, more sinister than an outlaw, and older than the town it seeks to infect, something from a world beyond the only one its victims have ever known, something darker. Unfortunately for that evil, Jonah Hex has taken notice, not just of the otherly worldly entities surrounding its home or the child with mysterious abilities they seek to capture, but also of the chance to finally redeem himself. Yeah, so it's gonna be just like a cool Western supernatural redemption story. I'm down, dude. I mean, I like the premise, the cover. I'm assuming the interiors look the same. The cover looks great. Any Jonah Hex fans in here? Yo, like I rarely read Jonah Hex.
I stopped supporting him ever since I found out he fought for the Confederacy.
Yes.
I stopped supporting him as soon as I learned that. Never buying another Jonah Hex book again.
Blame the writer for sure, right? Like, who wrote that shit? Come on, like, good boy.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll probably give it a peek.
I'm checking it out. It sounds cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a peek for sure. It sounds like a really cool premise. But the big thing is for me though, the demon, Etrigan, being written and drawn by fucking James Herron, bro. I'm so excited for this book. Like this one is like, yeah, because I'm a huge fan of James Herron. Love his book Rumble from Image. Love Ultra Mega. We did Ultra Mega on the podcast. That was the first book we ever did. That was one of the earlier books we did on this channel, man. I love James Herron's work, man. So I'm expecting really cool creature designs, really cool action and violence and and horror. I'm expecting him to do horror, like some really good horror in this. Yeah. Any before I read the synopsis, any expectations or thoughts on this book at all? You're looking forward
Generational.
to it? Yeah. Generational? Yeah, no,
literally.
I agree. Yeah, man, it's gonna be good. It's launching in October too for spooky season, so it makes sense, man.
I think this cover looks sick as hell.
I know, and I saw the variants.
Looks great.
And all the variants and everything, it has really good variants. I don't know if I don't think you'll be able to see it, but Daniel Warren Johnson has a variant on it, and I want it. Man, I want it so bad. Yeah. So pretty much the synopsis of it is actually there is no synopsis. We don't know. actually, wait, we do. Never mind. So it says. The world is infested with a darkness it cannot see. Beasts from hell feast on humanity's souls. Enter Jason Blood, a man alive too long, witness to centuries of hell's victories, a wanderer with a shattered mind and a split soul. Following the mute face, a lost wizard tortured by a voice from hell. Can Jason protect our world and save his soul? Will the demon Etrigan rise again? Yeah. I mean, so it's just the spooky horror demon shit. I love it. And also, for people that don't know who are new to Etrigan the Demon, Etrigan speaks in rhyme, so he's a fucking demon that kicks ass and spits bars. So I can't wait.
Literally, yeah, I'm so ready for this book.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. So it's gonna be a good ass time. And that releases in October. It releases in October. The final order cutoff is in September 14th. So pre-order your books before September 14th. And yeah, Shadow of the Bat. I know this one. What I believe, Seamus, I think this is your boy on it, Denise Camp.
This is the absolute Martian Manhunter team together doing Batman.
Oh, so it's both of them. So it's Javier Rodriguez as well. That's awesome.
Yep. And the whole premise is that a abandoned Ace Chemicals building explodes, and the chemicals from the building cause a bunch of new Batman villains to start cropping up in Gotham.
Okay.
It sounds very much in the same vein as even from the art as much more of an absolute Martian Manhunter vibe than any of Camp's other books.
Do you think will we expect to see any really creative panel work and stuff like that in this book? Probably like
Javier Rodriguez. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking wild. You're gonna be tripping out the whole fucking the whole book. You're gonna be like, whoa.
Yeah, man. All right, yeah. Well, I'm gonna check it out then. That sounds like a really good.
That's my most anticipated out of this whole group. Honestly, it's this, the Demon, and then one more that we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Are my three out of all the comic announcements are my most anticipated.
Yeah, man. The next set is like it's the creme de la creme for me personally. So, but yeah. So, any thoughts on these three before we move on? Rebecca, Ro, anything? Good.
I think they all sound cool.
Yeah.
I think he keeps saying it. DC has a lot of motion right now, and they're keeping it up.
It's embarrassing. It's so it's so embarrassing how much they're dragging him off right now. But anyway, the creme de la creme for me. I think this was announced on Friday. Because obviously people that don't know, there was a campaign that happened called DC So White, where they were addressing, the fact that there hasn't been a black character that with DC has an ongoing series in almost like I think it was like 1,000 and like 1,000 and like 200 days. Like it was a long while. It's like almost like over a couple of years now. And then it turned into the DC blackout, where they were doing essentially a boycott, which ended prematurely because of some drama behind the scenes. Shout out to Ernie because he kind of aired all that shit on the Blur Cave over the weekend, which was fucking crazy. I'm expecting a lot of response videos from it this week. But turns out it worked because all that noise made DC listen, and we can finally say we're not going to get not just one, not just two, but three black characters getting their ongoings. One of them getting her first ongoing ever, and that is none other than Stephanie Williams and Kara Randolph on Vixen, Cody Ziegler, and the artist names escape me, but Cody Ziegler is going to be on Static, and Morgan Hampton is going to be writing Steel. So first off, real quick, drop a clues bomb for all three of these motherfuckers. Fantastic. I know for a fact, like for me personally, like Static getting his own ongoing. I mean that's fantastic. I mean, obviously, I'm a Static fan till the day I die. So, him getting an ongoing is fantastic. But like for me personally, like for me, it's like Vixen. Like Vixen has never had an ongoing ever. She's never had an ongoing. She's only had a limited series from 2008 that was written by G. Willow Wilson, who co-created Miss Marvel. And she's only appeared in other people's books. Like, so that was it for the longest time. I've been in love with this character since Justice League Unlimited. When she had that relationship with Jon Stewart. I love that character since then. Love her in the CW in the Arrowverse as well. And yeah, so I'm really looking forward to seeing Mari McKay get justice. Finally get her days due in an ongoing series. I think the last time I saw her in a book was in Kelly Thompson's Birds of Prey, and I fucking loved her in Birds in that run of Birds of Prey.
Really good too.
That was fantastic. So the way she utilized her. But yeah, guys, just real quick, what are your thoughts on any of these, man? Spit it, and just say your piece.
I think it's cool. Oh.
No, please.
Okay. I think it's really cool that DC actually listened. It'll be interesting in like a year or two to see if they keep it up with their, I don't want to say promise because they haven't really promised anything, but with the whole keeping characters of color in the spotlight and helping them to shine a little bit. I think it's cool that Vixen got a book because I feel like for a while they were starting to push her and she never quite got like where she needed to. But it's cool that she's getting some time to shine. Yeah. And then Steel and Static, established popular characters, so it's cool that they're getting ongoings as well.
Yeah, I have the artist real quick. Diego Olategui is going to be their artist on Static. I've never heard of him before, so I'm looking for seeing what he's going to be doing with my boy. It's kind of sad for me that like I'm so used to Nicholas Draper Ivy though at this point because like on Static I'm just like, damn, he's not going to be on Static no more. That's crazy. But I mean, listen, no, you got to change it up once in a while. Ro, what were you saying? Because I know you were about to say something for a second.
No, literally, just so excited. Like, finally, we got some traction. Like, DC has just been on a phenomenal run. Let's keep it going. And I am all for it. Like, this is what we needed for sure.
Yeah, man.
Is Steel Absolute or is it Mainline?
Mainline.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just saw he had a new Steel Absolute suit, and I like that look. But
yeah, we're gonna talk about that as well. Also, but but this is gonna be main continuity Steel. Last time there was a Steel series called Steelworks that came out like 2 years ago. It was written by Michael Dorn, who was the voice actor for Steel in Superman the Animated Series. I read a few issues of that. It was really cool. And Morgan Hammond is a great writer. He's a great writer. He comes from the Milestone Initiative that happened a couple years ago. So yeah, man, I'm really excited. Like especially with Vixen, because like Stephanie Williams is. I remember when Stephanie Williams teased concept art like a year ago of like concept art that she like had someone commissioned, that she got commissioned, and I was very happy to see that like, oh yeah, like, they actually agreed. But like it's great because I hate that whole myth that like black books don't sell, that black people won't come out and show up for black characters. If that narrative pisses me off, clearly with the Dakota incident, that was would be wrong with the Dakota incident, and obviously with the noise that was made from DC So White and all that. So it's great to see that like, hey, they actually fucking listened. Although at the same time, you know, it's not. This is a great first step. Mm-hmm. But we need more. You can't just stop at just these three. Like we need to see more characters get their more character, like more black characters, and not just black characters of all ethnicities, get their own books as well. So I hope this is just like, you know, like it's a good props to Scott Snyder for listening and convincing DC and getting, you know, actual black creators to get on black books. But like this, no, we need more. Like this is like there's more to be done. No, this is just a first step in my opinion. So happy, it's happening. But you know, yeah, but you know, I'm definitely these are all getting.
I mean, yeah, that's Mikey. That's kind of obvious given there's no fucking Mr. Terrific book yet.
I know, dude. Right?
What the hell are we doing? I thought he would have been up first after that fucking Superman
after the movie, right? And it's and the thing is like Mr. Terrific year one I thought was really good. So like I was hoping they would like pump out more. He's a popular character.
You got 3 Peacemaker runs though.
I know, right? It's ridiculous. But
who's
yeah,
buying that?
Rebecca's buying them, obviously. Rebecca's a huge Peacemaker.
Rebecca, how were they? Were they worth it? Do you think?
Yeah, Rebecca, give us a review of like the past like 3 random Peacemaker books that they dropped.
It was a comic, I'm sure.
yeah,
okay.
That's fair.
But before we move on, real quick, I gotta leave it. I gotta leave it after with this. Now I gotta leave it with this. I gotta leave it with this soundbite on the soundboard.
Listen, that's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
All right, that's it. That's it. I'm done. So yeah, we're good. So that's all with DC Next Level. It's all the books. Now we're gonna move on to the absolute DC stuff. Some relatively like there weren't like any like huge announcements, but like in terms of like new books, but like just new stuff to look forward to, just real quick. But just for starters, we're going to be they dropped the cover for Absolute Batman number 25. This whole huge like wraparound cover with like all the characters we've seen so far by Nick Dragata. Gorgeous work. I mean, again, we can't praise this book enough how good this book is. So hopefully Rebecca and Ron, you guys will catch up catch up to it, because there's a lot of good stuff, especially right now with the Robins.
I'm just loving the slow burn. Like this is giving like just crime saga, you know, like the Batman was a good movie version. This is giving a great excellent comic version of that crime saga.
That's for sure. So yeah, that's it for that. Absolute Wonder Woman 25 as well. They dropped the cover for that. Another wraparound cover, looks gorgeous, and we're going to be seeing now the appearance of what it looks like Barbara Minerva, who has been a supporting character in Absolute Wonder Woman for the past how many issues, as Cheetah officially in this, and she looks horrifying.
Cheetah design is freaking crazy. Like she looks like she should be fighting Absolute Batman.
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed it. I don't know if I can like full screen it, but literally like you can literally see like they made it like you can literally see like parts of her skin and her flesh just like stretched across her face and shit. It's disgusting.
Yeah, that last issue, man, they mentally fucked with poor Barbara. I felt so bad for her.
I felt bad for her too, because I thought she was just gonna be like that was gonna be the change, because we saw another version of Cheetah in previous issues already. So like I was like, oh, like I thought she was just gonna, you know, not like suffer, you know. So
no, they're making her suffer even harder, which you're like,
crazy.
Damn.
So there's that. Again, beautiful artwork by Hayden Sherman as always. And then lastly, we got We got actually not the next the cover for the next Absolute Superman issue, which Ron mentioned and showcasing Steel's new suit, which I actually low-key, I love what they've been doing with Absolute Superman with pretty much introducing Black Adam, Superman, and Steel basically being their own absolute version of like Reign of the Superman. I loved it. I was like, this is awesome. So to see,
I thought it kind of ended on like a little bit of a. I didn't like the way it ended. I feel like it didn't really go anywhere, and then they kind of when they just got rid of Shazam and that was it. I was kind of like, oh, okay, but you know.
Yeah, well, I think I was in the middle of like their first fight, so like I'm still a little behind, but I like the idea that like, oh, this is legit, like just absolute Reign of the Superman. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, we got a new Steel suit. We got the now first official look of absolute Vic Stone, who's gonna appear in Absolute Flash, and we're gonna get a new one shot called The Batman of Two Worlds, which is gonna be not really a crossover, but just like a crossover one shot involving two separate stories from Absolute Superman, Absolute Batman, and regular continuity Batman, but they're coincidentally solving the same case. So yeah, and that's gonna be. I gotta figure out who's writing that, but that sounds exciting as fuck. Real quick, we have a comment.
It's Matt Fraction and Scott Snyder writing it.
Yeah, I think it's Scott Snyder and Scott Snyder, Matt Fraction, and Javi Fernandez on the art, and that is gonna be coming out on Batman Day at your local comic book shop. Real quick, Karl Marx is being like, yeah, finally we get some black characters getting some shine. I cried hearing the Vixen news, so happy for it, bro, for sure. Yes. And then he's like, absolutely catching up. Listen, catch up to all these books, bro. The absolute stuff is fantastic. But yeah, man, what are your thoughts on any of what are your thoughts on Batman of Two Worlds? That was the big absolute DC announcement that they dropped, that they're gonna be doing a relative crossover one shot.
I like the premise is interesting enough that it doesn't sound hacky at all, because I think like doing a main universe crossover like 2 years in, you're already like, guys, a little hacky. But the way that they're doing it is like, wait, that's super interesting to have the premise be that it's let's see how these two Batmen solve like a similar case. It's like set up the same, you know what I mean? That's like yeah, it's literally like a little. It's cute. It's a cute little thing that I'm gonna buy and be like, wee, you know.
Yeah.
I like Matt Fraction and Scott Snyder. They're gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna be excited to read it.
And knowing how different, like the differences between the two characters, is gonna be seeing how they're gonna be able to, how they're gonna use their various ways to solve, solve said case. You know, because again, a main continuity Batman is more of a detective than I would say Absolute Batman is. So it's gonna be interesting.
I think that's gonna be the big joke, is that it's gonna be like mainline Batman doing some detective work and then cutting to Absolute Batman just like fucking punching a dude through a wall and going, Rachel, where is she?
Rachel.
Yeah,
Rachel.
cool, man. That's why I read that book.
Oh my lord. But any thoughts on Steel getting his new suit, which looks awesome. It looks
sick, dude. He looks like Darius from League of Legends, and I play Darius as in League of Legends all the time. So he's my
gosh,
favorite
you and your league, Seamus. Gotta drop it. You're addicted.
It's funny. Me and Declan hadn't played in a year until like a month ago.
That's crazy. That's a lie.
Yeah. No, I'm serious. I can show you the play history. Me and Declan were on Rivals for the last year.
That's crazy. And then I think Absolute Vic Stone showing up in Flash, he looks awesome. Like I like how it's very I can't even describe it. There's a character I was thinking of on the top of my head, but I can't.
Are you thinking of Bionic Commando? Are you thinking of Prototype?
Prototype.
Yeah. Are you thinking of Hellboy? Are you thinking
Okay,
of...
Seamus, I get it. I get the joke. Yeah, but it reminded me a lot of Prototype.
Sure.
Bionic Commando was a deep ass cut. Wow. Yeah. So that's pretty much it with I think that's it on the comic stuff. That it was just absolute DC was the last one. Any thoughts on anything that we've discussed? Anything you want to mention? Anything that I may have missed at all, or nada? Okay,
Well,
fair enough. All right, so we are going to be done with comics. Moving on to the TV portion. I'm not for with TV stuff. Actually, this is the part where I mentioned that like there's one. The first slide is specifically for me and Seamus. Maybe Rebecca and Ro. Maybe if you've seen the show. But something special happened over at Comic-Con. A specific TV show got their own dedicated panel because it was their 15th anniversary. And Seamus, you want to take a guess on what it is? I like it's 15 years ago. It's a show that we both love. We've talked about before. It's one of my favorite shows. I love it.
It'd be, so 2011, a 2011 show.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know. We're old.
What are you gonna pull up? Like Defiance or some shit?
Defiance is crazy. Oh
like,
my
where
God.
are you going with this, man? You're scaring me.
So apparently this year is the 15th anniversary of the show Grimm. And they had their own panel. They had their own panel at San Diego Comic-Con.
All right. I was in the ballpark when I say Defiance. Okay.
I know.
You had me thinking that I wasn't in the ballpark with that laugh, but now I'm like, wait a minute. I was right on that. You give me two more guesses, I would have said.
But it's better than Defiance. It's way better than Defiance, though. Like
let's
Defiance.
not be too AC. We had more fun with this than Defiance, but let's not.
But
hold on now.
but for people that don't know, Grimm was a show that came out in 2011 on NBC, and it was awesome.
My mom loved this show.
Yeah,
my mom fucking loved this show, and I would watch it with her all the time. And then I loved this show.
So just to people, Rebecca, Ro, have you ever heard of the show Grimm at all?
I've heard of it. I never watched it growing up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So for people that don't know, the show ran from 2011 to 2017, and it followed a police homicide detective, Nick Burkhart, who discovered he is a Grimm, a descendant of hunters who can see supernatural creatures called Vessin disguised as humans. The series blends crime solving with dark fairy tale elements as Nick balances police work with his new role as a guardian against mythological threats, often with the help of his partner Hank and allies like Moreau and Rosalie. So like pretty much it was kind of like a modern fantasy story about the Grimm fairy tales, and how like the characters were creatures from the Grimm fairy tales are an actual race of creatures called Vessin that literally like they appear human. They're like anthropomorphic animals that can disguise themselves as humans. So like they literally like the only real difference is that their faces change. Really, that's like the only real difference between so things like werewolves, like chupacabras, like fawns, like something like anything from like any mythical creature from like the Grimm fairy tales or like any classical mythical creature is what is pretty much in the world is what they're based off of the Vessin species pretty much. And Grimms are the only people. Grimms are like hunters that have special powers, and they're the only ones that can see Vessin through the trails. So they can see through the disguise of them being humans. So like it's great. The show's really good. It had 6 seasons. It also had some comics as well. It is one of my favorite shows. It's like top 10 for me. I love this show.
I see it's Lois Lane too there, right?
Yes, sir. So that was my introduction to Bitsy Tulloch, who played Lois Lane in Superman and Lois. So this was a show that kind of put her on the map, in a way. And the dude right next to her, so she played she played Juliet, who was the love interest of Nick. Nick is the guy on the left, played by David Giantoli, and they actually got married in real life. That's actually her husband.
Oh, wonderful.
Great show. Highly recommend it. I just wanted to address it because it's great. It's been 15 years already. I was happy they all got together. And I know they had a panel. I didn't get a chance to watch it all, but I know I'm gonna enjoy it. But I highly recommend anyone who hasn't watched Grimm, fucking watch this show. It's you can find it. Just find it. It's great. I think Rebecca, you'd really like it. I think like you specifically, you would love this show. I think you'd like it. Yeah, real quick, just on comments. Carmack saying, speaking on the absolute Batman topic, love the Robin's design. Also love the latest issue of Harley Quinn. No spoilers. The freshness and world building keep getting crazier and crazier. I couldn't agree more. Like the Robins, I love the Robins concept in Absolute Batman. And the Elder says, oh, and I don't know where this is gonna end, and I really love the fact that I can't tell who or will be his foe and ally at the end of this too. And then Neil says that he agreed with Seamus on Absolute Superman that just swept him away. Wanted to see him Clark Failure succeeded his way. I guess in terms of the Reign of the Superman they were doing. So yeah. All right. So moving on. Next TV show that I got was I didn't know what was happening. Honestly, I was surprised because I'm a fan of the actress in it, but it was the show Blade Runner 2099. That's an Amazon original show. Any of y'all knew about the show at all? Like,
yeah,
you know?
I heard after they announced it, but I didn't hear anything about production at all.
Yeah. Are y'all Blade Runner fans? I know Seamus, you've seen Blade Runner. Ro, you've seen Blade Runner?
I love Blade Runner. I saw the original in 2049 too.
Okay. Rebecca, you
it's on my watch list. I haven't gotten around to either.
I'm with you. I've never seen Blade Runner ever. I've never seen Blade Runner at all. Love cyberpunk stuff, of course. I love that genre, but I haven't got around to Blade Runner. But
I love Harrison Ford, so anytime he's in something, I'm usually tuning in.
Yeah, facts. Forget 15th anniversary of Grimm. Damn time flies, bro. We're getting old. I hate it. But yeah. So they're dropping the show. It's gonna be starring Hunter Schafer, who people don't know from Euphoria. I'm a big fan of this actress. She's fantastic. And Michelle Yeoh, who is again the legend. Michelle Yeoh, the Oscar award-winning actress. Michelle Yeoh. All right. So yeah. I put the trailer here. I don't really care much to see it. Honestly, I don't know why I put it. But, it's coming out.
It's giving me big Doom Prophecy or the Rings of Power vibe, which I don't like.
Mm-hmm. What you don't like?
I want it to be good, but it's giving me vibes of shows that I don't think are that good.
Well, this is also by Amazon, which doesn't help.
Yeah. They all
had a Blade Runner
like shows like this look like they're just like really expensive fan films.
And I think I saw a post earlier today. They confirmed that like it's only going to be a limited series. It's only going to be a 1-season show, so there's not going to be any more seasons after it. So, you know,
hopefully that means the season looks good.
Yeah.
As long as we don't see Jared Leto again.
Yes. But I know for a fact, knowing
actually like okay in that movie.
So
I felt the same way about.
He was good as Skeletor too, isn't that?
I was gonna say I felt the same way when I was watching He-Man, where I was like, "Fuck!" It's
funny enough.
Actually, really good.
Funny you mentioned that. I watched He-Man over the weekend, and I thought it was fun. I thought it was good. I actually enjoyed it.
It was great. I loved it.
Jared Leto as Skeletor was such a diva, and I was like, I'm here for it. That's what he's supposed to be. But yeah, so pretty much from what I understand from the show, I'm looking at the synopsis here. It says that it takes place 50 years after Blade Runner, obviously with the math, where replicants are now in power in Los Angeles and humans are second-class citizens. The show stars Michelle Yeoh as Owen, a replicant Blade Runner nearing the end of her life, and Hunter Schafer as Cora, a human pretending to be a replicant, who team up to hunt rogue replicants and uncover a conspiracy. That sounds really cool, actually.
It's a big change from how the usual lore is. So I think it's a big change for a TV show. But
yeah, I gotcha.
Were you saying Shane?
I was just gonna say because like the whole point of the human replicant relationship is supposed to be one's not supposed to have power over the other overtly. You know what I mean? Like the whole point of their relationship is that like humanity treats them lesser, but like they never overtly like, you know. And I think that turning it into like a Days of Future Past future where it's like the replicants have taken over and humans need to act like, you know what I mean? Humans need to fake robots is like one of those ideas that like sounds cool, but like kind of just like doesn't work with the original premise. It works if you just kind of ignore a lot of stuff from the original movie, which is fine.
Like the whole thing was that Deckard himself is a replicant, and and now
Yes,
kind
and the whole point was like you couldn't tell, you didn't know. And
Yeah,
and
no,
the
literally,
whole question of that movie was like, hey, will there ever? Do you think in the future people will be able to tell if they're a robot or not? And that was kind of interesting. And then making it so that way they're like, no, actually, robots are superior. You would instantly be able to tell you're a robot, but the robots wouldn't be able to tell who's people because they still don't know. And you're like, what? That's not what they're talking about. That's not what they're doing.
Yeah, you know, I'm just reserving judgment. Like it's a big change.
I'm gonna check it out, yeah, but it definitely does feel like one of those shows where it's like Dune Prophecy, where I go, I do not. I'm not. This is
I didn't
not
tune
important.
into Doom Prophecy. I can't lie.
I don't want to watch that show.
Dune Prophecy Rings of Power were both the same, where it was them adding stuff to the lore that I didn't care for and no one else really cared for. So everyone is just like, we don't consider that really a part of it. It's like it's over there.
I like Dune too. I'm just like, I like the movies, but
Same thing with Alien Earth too.
I liked Alien Earth. I thought Alien Earth wasn't bad.
You didn't like the Ice Age?
It was the best ones of those type of shows, but there definitely still is treated. It's definitely still treated the same way as those other shows because it's people are like, well, it changes some stuff that I don't care for.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's that. I'm not really gonna play the teaser. I'm trying to reduce the amount of like copyright claims that we're getting. So. But yeah. That show's gonna be. I think that show's gonna be coming out when I believe this year. They run 29. It's coming out. When does it come out? Is it never coming out? That's crazy. November 25th, 2026. All right. So be on the lookout for that, people. Be on the lookout for that. All right. So next is, in my opinion, the creme de la creme. It's the last show that we're going to talk about. Which is none other than. Nope, not watching that. Is we're talking about real quick Lanterns. The upcoming DC show that is gonna be dropping on HBO Max next week. I'm really excited for the show. I remember we've been talking about this show for a while now since the first teaser. I actually watched the whole panel that they did at San Diego Comic-Con. I thought it was great. They were talking about all the cast members out. Talking about what their thoughts on the show, the relationship, the dynamic between Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre as John and Hal. And Nathan Fillion showed up and crashed it. It was the funniest shit. And he wore a shirt that said, "I'm the best." That said, "I'm the best gardener ever." And I was like, "This is fucking. I love it." But I don't remember reacting to this because I loved watching the shit out of this, so I don't mind watching it again. Real quick before we put the trailer on, what are your thoughts on Lanterns? Rob, since you're new, I
like how you asked me, but I've actively been avoiding this.
Oh, really?
And not out of any malice. I literally just want to go into it with a fresh, because people be talking too much online. I'm like, I saw the first trailer, had my thoughts, and I've heard people have thought really great things about this last one. So I'm like, y'all flip-flop too much. I like that first trailer. I'm sold. I want to watch it. And that's
okay.
That's
okay.
It.
All right. So out of respect, I won't play it then. So
I appreciate it.
Because it's really fucking good. Like
I bet it is.
I
have faith. I'm telling you, I have faith, and the gun is reloaded. Ain't they saying the gun won't jam?
Okay, fair enough. Well, shit, because I was like, I wanted to talk about what's going on in it, but
if you do, I'm just gonna la and get off screen. But
I
don't want any spoilers.
If you want to, you can fuck off for a little bit if you want.
Leave, get out of here.
Yeah,
please.
All right, so Ro's gonna take a little bit of a break while we watch this trailer real quick because there's a reveal in this trailer that is so good that I have to talk about. I know Seamus wants to talk about it, so real quick. So we'll be watching real quick the trailer for Lanterns.
What the fuck?
It's time to get up, Junior.
So, you're a space cop.
No, I'm just being trained.
All right, new lesson. Take the ring. You fly.
Just fly.
I'm sorry. Fly, please. What the fuck is that?
You're the backup quarterback.
For now. What do you think is going on?
It's no accident we're here. These victims are gonna end up being alien.
Based on what?
I have a feeling.
He has a feeling.
I think this is more than just a feeling.
This is a threat no one's ever seen before.
What do you know about manhunters?
Where'd you hear that word?
I'm guessing that's the reveal you made.
Manhunters are the most dangerous beings to ever exist in the galaxy. And it could take the form of any species. So it could be anyone.
He's gonna send an army to put you down.
Do you resent Pal Jordan?
The ring's always been mine. Jordan's just keeping it warm.
Sinestro.
You don't really believe he's your backup, do you, Hal?
No,
Let's say what he actually is.
my replacement. Brightest day. And blackest night. No evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light. How our beer?
So corny, man. All right. So, with that, I know the big thing that everyone was talking about was like, because we were wondering who was going to be the villains in this show. The past two teasers haven't really revealed it, of course, obviously because they're teasers. The Manhunters is a fucking crazy pick. I was like, let's go, and not to confuse people. It's not Martian Manhunter. It's completely different Manhunters. Their creation of the Guardians that turned on them, which is why they created the Green Lantern Corps as their replacements. I think having the Manhunters as the villains is a great idea. This trailer was great. Seeing more of John and Hal's dynamic.
Did they kill him again?
Also, the Green Lantern to a degree.
Oh,
What happened?
almost.
Your like internet went out for a second there.
Oh, did it? My fault. Am I good now?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What I was saying was that how showcasing Hal's dynamic. I think that's great with John. The fact that it looks like it appears that like the town knows that the Green Lanterns exist. Like the like Hal being the Green Lantern is like common knowledge in this universe. Obviously with like Guy Gardner being a thing. And also that a lot of people's complaints. Oh yeah, where's the green? There's plenty of green. Why is it brown? It's not brown. It's green. It's a
little brown.
But and also the main thing, like, oh, why are we going up? Why are we staying on Earth most of the time? Why are we not in space? We see a scene where they're on another planet. So like, and obviously we see the stuff with Sinestro and that space prison. So we're gonna get a mix of on world and off world stuff. I think this trailer was great. So far all the trailers have been great. So far. I am extremely excited for the show. I can't wait to watch it pretty soon. So it's gonna come on in a few weeks. So Seamus, bro, what do you want? I know you got things to say. What you got?
I think I was validated earlier in saying, hey, let's wait till the show's out before, because like I do still have issues with some of it, but like I was like, it's Damon Lindelof making a show. I mean, we all remember at least how like I think I'm gonna come out of it the same way I feel about Watchmen, where I really like Watchmen, but I can also totally understand like people have issues with it because it really does deviate a lot.
I think Watchmen's great.
You know what I
so
mean?
Like, I have no complaints on Watchmen.
And that's what I'm saying. And Watchmen deviates a lot from what the comic was doing or trying to say, but I still think it is enjoyable. You know what I mean? I still think it's a pretty good show and it's enjoyable, but it's same, I think I'm gonna have the same feeling about this.
Rebecca, what were you saying?
I think Watchmen was at its best when it wasn't following the comic specifically.
Well, the thing is, like, I feel like with Watchmen, just before we go back to Lanterns, I thought Watchmen. Yeah, I know. Watchmen. I thought Watchmen was pretty faithful to the comic, all things considered, even though they were just doing their own thing. Because like Watchmen, I felt like was a spiritual sequel to the comics, even though it did stray a lot, but it did reference the comics all the time. So I thought it was great in that sense. But yeah, Rebecca, what are your thoughts on this trailer for Lanterns?
I feel like I didn't have any horse in the race leading up to this trailer as far as like Lantern goes. Like I know a little bit about Green Lantern, but I was never like a big fan of him. But I am gonna watch the show mostly because I have HBO already, so might as well.
Yeah.
This trailer does get me a little more excited than I was previously.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think it's very interesting to just like, again, that relationship that Hal and John have, where Hal is like, he's the old man training the new recruit that's and end up replacing him. John literally, I remember that there's one line in this trailer where he says like, oh, like, he's actually holding my ring. He's just been keeping it warm for me. Like he has that little ego that like that's something like, oh, like that, like he's just waiting for this man to like either retire or die so he can take on the mantle himself. But I feel like throughout the course of the story, solving this mystery, because again, this show is going to be based. It said it was going to be like kind of like True Detective, so there's going to be this gigantic mystery that they're going to be solving together. It's going to give them more of a camaraderie, more of a respect. I would hope so. Towards the end of the series, but yeah, I think this looks great. I also think like the powers look really good. Again, the fact that it's the Manhunters, I think is a great villain choice. I think that's really awesome. And then also like I'm really curious to see some of the off-world stuff as well. I think like this shot right here with like whatever this structure is. I think this looks really awesome. I also like the color palette. The color palette is really cool. Then some of the constructs as well, like the little drill construct. Here's Laura Linney. I don't know like who's Laura Linney is playing. Like people think she's a guardian.
She's a guardian.
Either she's a guardian, people think she's like Carol Ferris, but like I don't know. Honestly, I think it could be either or. Karl Marx dropped a comment and said, "As like I was initially intrigued upon seeing the first casting and stills for the Lantern show. Upon seeing this latest trailer, though, I'm officially sold. I'll be watching. Yeah, no, 100%. Like this, I was sold on the first trailer, on the first teaser, honestly. But this trailer was like it cemented that yeah, I'm definitely gonna go watch this for sure. Like I'm way more excited. And obviously, like I recommend people watch the panel that they dropped for San Diego Comic-Con, just to hear their thoughts. Because you hear a lot of what like Damon Lindelof, Chris Mundy, who are the showrunners, and Tom King as well, and what their thoughts on making the process of the show as well. Yeah, here's Hal in the suit. Again, it's green, Seamus. It is green. It's just really dark. But
no, did you see it in the light? It's like partially brown.
Yeah, well, it looks
you can say well when what the fuck are you talking about?
It's green, bro.
Brown.
It's green. I'm an artist, bro. I see color. I know what I'm doing.
Artists can be colorblind, man.
I'm not.
Well, you've proven it.
But love the fact that we get to see Sinestro. I'm remember the actor who plays him, but looks like Sinestro. Looks like the character. I think this show is gonna be great. And I love how we get a little bit of the we finally get the Green Lantern oath here. I think it was awesome. Him making a tornado out of nowhere was crazy. And yeah, I mean, I think the show so far looks great. Like it looks great so far. But again, like the final judgment is going to be when it does come out for sure. But and this drops on August 15th on HBO Max. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Any thoughts you all want to mention about this show at all? Any theories? Anything that like caught your eye with the trailer at all, or nada?
No.
Do you think we'll see?
I'm preserving.
I don't know enough about Green Lantern to theorize about anything.
I don't know if me and Seamus mentioned. I don't know if I asked you this, Seamus, but do you think they're going to show other lanterns in this, like other like from emotional spectrums, not just the Green Lanterns?
They might have a reference. I doubt they'll have like a full.
Yeah.
Like you know.
If Dexter shows up, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10.
No,
I was gonna say we're not gonna get a Saint Walker appearance. I'll say that much. But I definitely do think that they'll probably like they might throw out a reference or two and be like, ooh.
Nah, man. If we, I think the icing on the cake is if we get Daxter or if we get Chip the Squirrel, like either or, like you know. I think either or would be good. But yeah, so that's pretty much it on Lanterns, people. Drops literally like in a couple weeks. We are very excited, clearly. Text Ro, so you can come back. Ro, you can come back. But yeah, all right. So that's the last thing we have for shows. So last we're gonna go to the movie section. Honestly, it was just straight Marvel stuff. DC didn't do a huge panel this year, other than Lanterns. That was a big panel. So we're gonna be actually, no, that's not a lie. I have like two other things that are like really small. But yeah. All right. So we'll just move on to the movie segment, real quick. So the one thing that I do have to start off, again, in terms of there's a new documentary coming out, a documentary about welcome back, Ro, a documentary about Bill Sienkiewicz. He's getting his own documentary, and I think that's awesome. That he's getting his own documentary. Yeah, it's gonna be called Bill Sienkiewicz, the Polish guy. Yeah, so we'll just obviously we're familiar with Bill Sienkiewicz's work. I mean, he's a freaking legend, for God's sakes. People that don't know, he did like Moon Knight, he did Elektra with Frank Miller, he did New Mutants. New Mutants I think is his most iconic work he did back in like I believe like the 80s, 90s. Yeah, amazing work. So I mean it makes sense why he get documentary. So yeah, we'll just take a look real quick for that Polish guy, official teaser.
Comic books have been long looked upon as sort of the bastard stepchild of illustration and fine art, and I don't believe that. A comic book artist or an illustrator or a fine artist, art is art, and I don't see any difference.
Built a revolutionary, tour de force, and really kind of showed me what could be done in this medium.
It's this whole other field. It's more than just a comic book character. There's painting there, and that's inspiring.
I always associate Sienkiewicz with an air of naughtiness, an air of getting away with something. That's what the art looks like.
It's almost like a Picasso-esque collage, and you have no idea what to expect.
To me, I've always felt like the mad scientist. So for me, comics and painting and art has been whatever sticks to the paper.
There were people that painted comic pages, but not like Bill. He pushed the form forward. Well, his work transcends comics. If that's a thing to do, his work definitely does it.
It's gone.
Bill Gold asked Clint, who do you want? He said, give it to that Polish guy. And when I heard that, it was one of the best days of my life, having Clint Eastwood refer to me as that Polish guy. So I said, that's going to stick.
All right. So yeah, Bill Sienkiewicz's documentary, that Polish guy, I that's awesome. I mean, the thing is like we all know, Bill Sienkiewicz is a legend. Love the fact that again, like he got like legends to also speak on his behalf. Like Kevin Smith, Vincent D'Onofrio, crazy, Jimmy Palmiotti, Dennis Cowan. Like it's. I mean, this man has an illustrious career. Again, working on all those books. Again, I feel like, and I always loved his work in terms of he has his style was the most unique out of his entire generation. In terms of like he had that very messy, painty style that was just very interesting to look at. Very drew your eye. Because I know he uses like a lot of like he uses paint, he uses oils, he uses pastels. He's kind of like a once in a generation kind of talent, in my opinion. He's one of those kind of creators. Yeah. Any thoughts on any of this documentary? Anything that stood out to you guys?
Looks
interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
I might check it out.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know how it's gonna be released. I don't know if it's gonna be released on like direct to streaming or anything like that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, so that's all I gotta say. Rebecca, you have anything to say? You want to say something? Or you just chilling?
Like that Kevin Smith.
It's a documentary. I don't have that much to say about it.
I know. Yeah, bro, were you saying that Kevin Smith cameo? Yeah, bro.
I just love Kevin Smith. Anytime he's in some, I'm glad he's still running around here making stuff.
I know, it's awesome. All right, so that's pretty much it with that. With the Bill Sienkiewicz documentary. The next thing we're gonna talk about that's on like the second thing for movies before we go to the Marvel stuff is Resident Evil. I'm not gonna put the trailer. I didn't put the trailer up because I'm avoiding the trailer like the plague. I'm like raw on this one. I only watched the first teaser, loved it, and I was like, I'm good. I'm not gonna say anything else. But I did watch. I know Zach Krieger was he was on the directors panel at San Diego Comic-Con with a few other directors giving his insight on his process on filmmaking. I thought was really great. He's been doing interviews with Austin Abrams, who is the lead star of this Resident Evil film. Yeah, I'm really excited for this movie. Just because me and Seamus have talked about it off screen, and I believe Rebecca as well. But that this movie is it's going to be not really an adaptation. It's not. He even said it's going to be its own self-contained story. It's going to take place in the world of the games, but it's not going to be a one-on-one adaptation of the games. He said that if you want a movie with you want to see Leon or Claire's story, just play the games. Like he wants the game to be its own thing. He said he can never top the games, so which I respect. And it's going to be because we're used to fun fact about us, but like me and Rebecca, we've done some movie nights where we've watched the 2000s Resident Evil movies, and they're trash. But some of them, they're really bad. Even though I think the first two movies are like they're good trash. But the fact that like that was more Paul W.S. Anderson turning Resident Evil into more action. But Zach Krieger's taking it back, obviously, with his background from doing Barbarian, from doing Weapons, which, again, if you haven't watched those films, they're fantastic films. This is more going to be back to going Resident Evil from his roots, doing survival horror. And I love how, if you read and watch his interview, talking about how, like, in the games, who played the Resident Evil games know what it's like to, be locked in a room with a bunch of not knowing what's going to be on the side of, like, a door opening, if it's going to be zombies, if it's going to be freaking Mr. X chasing their asses across the entire map, but yet you'll have a pistol with like a couple bullets and like a shotgun with like 2 shells. Like resource management is going to be a huge part of the story, a huge part of like the story. I remember he also saying he's going to incorporate like first person and overhead to the shoulder, like third person shots, make it feel like the game as well. So he is, and luckily for Zach Krieger, he's never watched the 2000s Resident Evil films. He's innocent. He's a pure soul. So good. He's a huge fan of the games. He's played all the games, even Resident Evil 9. So he's in a great position to make a really good adaptation.
Resident Evil fans have been really annoying about this movie, and it's pissing me off.
I mean,
it's really getting to me.
Yeah,
just the way that they're like functionally unable to understand that if you let Zach Krieger make his own Resident Evil, it will feel like the games, and you don't need to have Leon in it. Like, I don't know. People have just been like. They're too like, Like, why would you want to see Leon or Claire in a movie where the director doesn't care for them? I'd rather him make his own thing that's equally as interesting, that is based in the game. Because, like, and people are like, well, if it's its own thing, and then why does it take place in Raccoon City, but he's using a cell phone when Raccoon City happened in 1992? As if Raccoon City happening in 1992 is like it didn't happen in 1992 for a specific reason. It just happened in 1992 because that's when the game started being released, was 1992. You know what I mean? So it's like, who cares? Like, why are we keep being sick with it?
Yeah. And honestly, I got a lot of the like newer Resident Evil like vibes from this movie, like the trailers.
Right? And I was like, this feels like an RE7. Like, this feels exactly like playing RE7 for the first time, where you're not even sure if it takes place in the same universe, but like it's structured like a Resident Evil thing. So you go, this fucking rips. You know what I mean? Because RE7 was literally all it had almost nothing to do until the very end with Resident Evil, and I assume this movie's going to be the same, where you're going to be like, yeah, it has all the same stylistic tropes as a Resident Evil, but it's not really connected to anything. And then at the end, it's going to be like, oh, he's in an Umbrella lab, and he's going to get eaten by a licker, and then you're going to be like, oh yeah, there it is, we're back. Mm-hmm. And I was want to say, Zach Cregger his movie won an Oscar last year, and people are bitching because he doesn't want to include Chris for the 8th time. Guess what, guys? You know what? They said the same thing when they introduced Ethan in RE7, and then now 2 games later, people are like, I kind of like that Ethan guy. It's like, I love, let it ride.
I love like their biggest argument was like, oh, like why you don't need to introduce new characters to RE7, or like our Resident Evil doesn't really introduce new characters. I'm like, did you play Resident Evil 7? Like Ethan was.
Didn't we all just play 9 earlier this year with Grace, and everyone was like, yeah, I really like Grace. She's a cool addition.
Every new entry to the Resident Evil franchise is them introducing a new character. What are you talking about? Like, if
you want your like old Resident Evil characters, you have. I know they're not good. You have the old movies. You have Welcome to Raccoon City. You have the animated movies. If you really,
I was gonna say they're making new animated movies with these people every year. Like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. Ro, are you a Resident Evil fan? Have you played the games?
I'm one of those people that likes to play things chronologically, so I'm still working through that first one from way back. Okay. And I'm probably never gonna beat it if we're being honest.
Okay, that's fair. But yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to this film. Everything I've heard about it from interviews and stuff, I trust him. And plus, because like I love Barbarian, that's one of my favorite horror movies the past like decade. I love weapons, like so. He has a good repertoire, especially winning that Oscar last year with Amy Madigan. I think this franchise is in good hands, and people that are complaining and bitching about how. Like this movie isn't this movie isn't that. I'm like, y'all just don't know Resident Evil, honestly. Like I don't know what to tell you.
There's gonna be a good fake out. That director does those good.
Mm-hmm. Because he literally said he's gonna focus on research management, the survival horror aspect of it all, and the creatures. Like the creatures are also gonna be like what? Like I thought it was interesting when him saying like what to see what crazy stuff that like the T virus mutates, like like in the world. He wanted to make it seem like his main character is going into hell, like literally like into hell. So it's gonna start off like he's gonna face like a few zombies or two, but the further he goes into Raccoon City, the worse it's gonna get for him. And I think that's awesome. I think there's a character Brian is like a medical courier. He's tasked to go into Raccoon City to drop off like an organ or something. I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this shit. I can't wait for it. But yeah. All right, so there's that. There's Resident Evil. So now we're gonna get to the Marvel Studios Hall H stuff real quick. This is the last that we're gonna talk about. But pretty much it was like Marvel usually their panels are really dense, but this year because obviously they're focusing more on quality than quantity, it was not a lot of stuff was revealed. So yeah, just real quick to start it off. So they pretty much started it off with John Bernthal came out to talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day a little bit, and they showed it in an exclusive clip. I believe that focused on a scene with Peter and Frank facing off against the Hulk in this. So That was really cool. Obviously we didn't see that footage, of course, because it was shown at people that attended. Well, the few people that managed to get into Hall H because of the incident that happened, apparently. But yeah. So any thoughts on this? Just real quick, just like this John Bernthal show I'm talking about. Spider-Man and shit and Punisher and shit.
This movie comes out this week. I don't really care about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it in like 3 days. I don't really. He was good in the Odyssey.
Yeah. Well, fuck. I gotta get my tickets. I haven't got my tickets yet. Yeah. That's pretty much it. So yeah. So there was that, and then the next thing that happened was they had all of the cast members from pretty much from Avengers Doomsday to show up, and I thought it'd be fun. I don't know if Ro watched this or not, because I didn't. I wanted to react to the trailer because I was planning on doing one, but I didn't have the time to. And I figured while we're doing, I'll watch the trailer. I haven't seen it at all yet.
So you're dragging me into this anyway. He was trying to get me to do this on the side with it.
Yeah, I was trying to get you to do it on the side of it anyway. Like, it comes full circle, Rebecca. Ro, have you seen the trailer or not? You have? Okay.
This one I have seen. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, the trailer came out a few days ago. We'll just do a quick reaction because I haven't seen it. I was debating if I should even see it or not, but I wanted to watch it blind. But it's a fucking Marvel movie. I don't give a fuck. It's fine. But yeah, so it was real quick. So here is the trailer for Avengers Doomsday.
Something's coming. Something we may not be able to deter. Before this day is done, we shall be faced with an unthinkable decision.
He sounds good. I'm not gonna lie.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, dude. This is gonna sound good.
I've fought with many warriors in my time.
We'll be faced with an unthinkable decision. Like,
far stronger.
You know what? He did a accent. I'll give him credit for that.
And they died. They died facing enemies and threats that scared me far less than this one.
I love how everything's gray.
Oh, let's go! I love that.
Yeah,
my boys.
I love how dark and gray that shot looks. Oh, look,
If we do not stand together,
some color.
put aside your petty squabbles.
Oh shit.
I feel like they're gonna make
Steve,
it
let's
from the
chop.
original
Let's
budget.
cancel the whole movie.
Who will return as brothers and sisters.
Woo! I'm sorry, I love Gambit. I'm sorry.
Mark my words. We're going to need a miracle. Hey, pal. It's not possible.
Oh shit! What are you doing here?
Oh my god, it's some guy.
Man.
Okay. Well, there are moments I like in it, but again, it's just like
Dude,
I'm not really
Dune 3
feeling
is
it.
gonna rip so hard that day. Dune
What
3
happened?
is gonna rip so hard that
They
day.
took all the IMAX theaters.
Oh, dude, I'm walking right into that Dune 3 IMAX showing at 8 p.m. after I see this at like 2 in the afternoon.
And I remember they dropped this poster that I have here after the panel because they brought all the X-Men actors, all the Avengers, all the Thunderbolts. I think Doom looks dope. Like Doom, like visually looks really cool. He looks like Doom.
I mean, the only other times Robert Downey Jr. has done an accent in his life was Doolittle and Tropic Thunder. So you're really in between both of those performances.
Kind of Oppenheimer. Kind of
an Oppenheimer. Yeah.
No, that wasn't an accident. That was like he was just changing his diction. That wasn't like a full like. He was just going like this. I'm talking seriously. That's not like
yeah, no, literally.
And this one he's doing like I'm vaguely European.
Y'all, I'm gonna be honest. I was more excited when I saw they were dropping Doom Eagles merch like earlier this week.
That's hilarious. But yeah. So
I saw a tweet that just said Thor trying to get this new team together, and it was a clip of that. It was that Doc Rivers clip where he's looking at his team, going, "Come on, guys, come on."
That's funny. But
and I'm like, it's what it's gonna feel like.
But yeah, the trailer is cool. I mean, there are cool moments in it, but again, it's just like I'm just because of the way Marvel's been the past few years, I'm just like not really feeling it. But it's fine. I mean, the Fantastic Four, that's cool.
That's what I'm saying. There's not really any cool moments in it because any moment that would be cool for me has just been like wring dry by me just not caring about anyone in this movie, and then I don't care about half the people in this movie. The designs look whack. Everything looks gray. You can tell they threw this thing together in 5 minutes.
The only characters I really care about are the Wakandans and Namor and like Gambit and Shang-Chi. And like that's pretty much it. like I don't really.
Gambit though it sucks because he's a joke character that's now all of a sudden I'm gonna have to take him seriously. He was talking about shooting out his daddy's dick last movie, and now this movie I'm supposed to believe he's like, no, we're serious. We have to kill people, and it's like maybe don't use the joke variant of the character if you want to make him serious, you know?
Yeah, I get it, but I mean it's fine. I feel like it could. I feel like it's fine. It doesn't really bother me. I just want to see Gambit again.
He wasn't that good of a Gambit. He was funny, but he wasn't like, wow, this is Gambit. It was like, wow, this is a really funny caricature of someone who's read Gambit a little bit.
But
yeah,
man, I like. But you're not happy to see your boy in the freaking. Come on, you're a Cyclops. You're a Cyclops fiend, bro. You're not happy to see your boy in the costume,
dude. I'm gonna put like $20 that he's not gonna do shit in this movie. He's gonna have like one cool scene, and then he's gonna die, and then we're never seeing him again because the next movie is gonna be like Hugh Jackman and Toby running around.
As you can tell, Ro, Seamus is very pessimistic about this movie. He's been since the beginning. So like it's
just one of those things, man.
Yeah, it's like, one of those movies that's not made well. It doesn't sound like it's being made well. It's not like I'm pessimistic about like ball cancer.
Like he didn't do good in those old movies. He's written a letter to Brian Peck. You know, I'm like, I'm
Brian Peck and Brian Peck both got his letter. Like, yeah, it's just.
They should have got the young cast. If you're really being for real, they should have got the X-Men Apocalypse cast. And
they could have, yeah. They could have, yeah. That would have been dope.
And I this for Gambit, and I don't mind Channing Tatum's Gambit. I didn't really care for X-Men Origins Gambit. He was cool, but I think Channing Tatum, if he pulls his ducks in a row, he can do it.
This was just
it
it
had
for
that
me.
one serious movie where he's basically, the island owner.
Yeah,
like he's got the acting chops, but.
Yeah, this
Did you see Roofman?
Did you see Roofman?
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 Remember Roofman? Wasn't that good?
It was great. I loved Roofman.
Remember when we saw that in the theater and we were like, damn, Roofman, Channing Tatum really fucking put up numbers that movie.
Yeah, that's a movie. That's a movie we recommend, Roofman. It's really good.
Is that the one where he's in the store?
Yes. The Toys R Us. He was really good in that. But I'm just saying, Channing Tatum going from like, I'm a joke and this is one big caricature directly into like, no, I'm serious Gambit is like at that point it's just two different versions of the character. And you're like,
that's true.
What are we doing? And like, and they're showing me this shit. Like I'm supposed to be excited by like all these characters standing around not doing anything.
There's a crazy
all this trailer is characters standing around looking serious, and then like two of them kind of fight, and you're like, I'm not getting any big spectacle vibes from this because all these shots also are all like tight close-up shots of actors standing around, and none of them are like
the same room when they're filmed on their like shitty green screen thing.
That's my point, is that it's like they're all filming on a shitty green screen that's slapped together, so they can't really get any good shots or any good idea of a set piece in. So it has to be all these shots like this, where it's just like, yes, wide angle, mid-range. It's just a character standing there talking or looking serious. And then like every fight scene you've seen is also so zoomed in because they're like, well, we can't do any big zoomed out set piece, or we can't do any big colorful thing because the lighting is fucked up because we all filmed on green screen before there was a script, and now we have to fill in the blanks.
I just saw him the Shaft binary. Like they better give her.
It's already giving me the vibes of the mistakes that they have been making for the last like 5 years.
But like we've said this before on many podcasts, like this movie, the moment they announced that this film was happening, and the matter of the fact that they brought Downey Jr. back, they brought the Russos back, it felt like a desperate cash grab to get us back in our good graces after all the bullshit we went through in the past 2 phases. So like it just doesn't. That's why like when it comes to this movie, like there are parts, there are moments I'm like that's really cool, but like I just don't really feel it. Like I'm just like I don't really feel as hyped about it.
Like seeing like some of the spoilers from it, all I'm gonna say is that it just makes me feel like I'm like, okay, that would be cool if I cared about anyone involved.
Yo,
I've read some leaks. Yeah.
Also, where the fuck is Namor's Aztec drip, bro? Where is it? Where is it? Where'd it go?
He's going to die in the next movie anyway.
He's getting murdered now.
And left on the planet to get exploded. Like,
he's getting killed today.
Throwback to the Wakanda Forever movie when freaking Rebecca was just thirsting over Namor for like 5
seconds. He was hot in that movie. I'm not gonna apologize for that.
It's not.
And his theme too. Anytime he came out that water, the theme music was playing.
I'll never forget when we were talking about how they edited out his package for like 2 minutes. It was hilarious. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's just some cool moments in it though. But I'm just like, you know.
I'm with the Fantastic Four always.
The Fantastic Four. I'm looking forward to seeing them in this movie too. Yeah. Also, I'm looking forward to seeing if Namor's gonna clap Storm. I'm wondering if that's gonna happen or not. But
they're saying I'm hoping he steals a race.
They interviewed Tino. They interviewed Tino Cuarta and asked him. It's like, yo, is Namor gonna steal Sue Storm? And he just said, just wait and see. that's all he said. So, but yeah, in terms of Doom, I mean, like they're trying to set. I mean, they're trying to set him up as like a cool threat here when he's like stopping Thor's freaking hammer strike or whatever. And like that's cool. He looks like Doom though, so I can't like that's
from all I can judge from seeing. They're saying Cap might be Captain Hydra. I'm like, if you're
that's what I heard too.
That's
what I heard too.
If they do that, I'm walking out of the theater.
It has to go one way or the other. Either all evil Avengers or just evil Doom. I'm like,
no, I don't. He's not Captain Hydra in this movie.
You don't think?
No.
I don't see a reason why they would.
When they do, I mean, from the plot leak I read, it's just Steve, and that's the most boring outcome. Is that it's just literally like, no, it's him. We're bringing him back because we lost money for 5 years. You know,
they need to put him in the
bed, and then we're acting. There's like Kevin Feige shot the bed. Now he's acting like it was Shang-Chi's problem. No, dude, it was because you couldn't produce Blade to save your fucking life, man. How'd that happen?
There's Doctor Strange too. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Doctor Strange's a part of this roster. Which is
they're missing a lot out of this roster for real.
Well, that's because they like abandoned half the like storylines for various reasons, and then brought back the old cast who hasn't been doing stuff.
Yeah, it's literally like
but
they were
apparently,
like, okay,
there was a leak from the actual SDCC. I'm saying apparently there was a leak from the Hall H panel where they were shown like a special trailer or clip. And apparently people were saying from people that were there, they said it was better than this, which I was like, okay. I found it. It's on YouTube. So for some reason it hasn't gotten taken down yet. We don't gotta watch it, but I'm saying it exists for people that wanna watch that footage. It's on.
I feel like this is a low bar to clear though.
I know.
I'm just pissed Nightcrawler's 50 years old, dude. I'm like,
but like, I'm happy he's in it though. I'm happy it's Alan Cummings still coming back.
But 50. I am happy. I guess I gotta take my scraps. But like I said, they should have just did the Apocalypse screw. They really should have. Miles Teller can do a good Cyclops.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
I did not mind the Cyclops.
Yeah, I thought the younger X-Men were solid. But yeah, this movie is like cool moments in it, I think, but like I'm not really like feeling it right now.
She-Hulk. Love. Like, where is Ironheart? I just finished Ironheart. Where is?
I don't know when they're gonna use them, bro. I don't know.
Where's the hood?
Where's the hood? Where's yeah? I don't know when they're gonna use them, bro. I mean, maybe we'll see them in Secret Wars, maybe, but I doubt it. I doubt it. But yeah, so they're all together on stage and shit. You know, that which I thought was really was cool. But the best part, in my opinion, though, was the fact that like Ryan Reynolds was there, like in costume as Deadpool the entire time, and I thought it was the most like hilarious thing. He was in costume as Deadpool the entire convention Saturday, just walking around the show floor and just taking pictures of people, and no one knew that was him the entire time. I thought it was very funny and just very heartwarming because he said because he was putting a message out on social media like, oh, like, you know, he just wanted to like, you know, do something nice just like for the fans, like for a change, like for as a thank you for his career.
Shout out Henry Cavill though.
Shout out Henry Cavill
because we all remember Cavill did it first, from what I remember.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I thought that was funny when they asked him a question. Yeah. So there was that. So now we're gonna get into the last two mentions. So we got two announcements. One was a new project, and one was a sequel to an existing project, but with a new casting announcement. So the one big one that we got was the fact that now it's revealed now, obviously because he's been fan casted for the past couple of years, and actually played as a bit in the actual panel. But we got the reveal that Ryan Gosling is now going to be our new Ghost Rider. He's going to be our new Johnny Blaze. Finally, which is like kind of crazy because I've been seeing fan art and people fan cast this man as Ghost Rider for the past like couple of years. So the fact that it actually like, you know, is actually happening is crazy. It's going to be coming out in 2028. That's cool. I mean, like I'm well in terms of the casting, I think it's great. I think Ryan Gosling is a great choice. You know, if he's Johnny Blaze, I think they kind of confirmed he is Johnny Blaze.
Yeah,
not
they did.
That sucks.
I thought he was going to be Robbie,
but I'm just
yeah,
like I was hoping he'd be Danny, because if he's going to be Johnny Blaze, it's just going to be like, oh, cool. I get to watch the Fall Guy again,
Like me personally, even though I'm fine with this casting, I personally was hoping it would be Robbie because Robbie's my favorite Ghost Rider, and I thought that
You hope that Ryan Gosling would play Robbie?
No, not at all. No.
You should have brought him out for the Black Panther.
You know, he was playing Black Panther, yeah.
Oh my God, no, stop it! I will end the live right now. Don't you dare mention that.
Rebecca, one dyslexic person read the headlines from Comic-Con and freaked out for a second when they saw Ryan Gosling.
Oh, it was so good.
Some person was probably like,
anyway.
Well, Mikey, Robbie's still canon though. He's still canon.
I don't think he is. I don't think they've said that Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. is canon at all. Like,
this has been debated
so
for
far
like the
past
last
that
10
it
years.
I know. It should be canon, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, something. I forget. It has something to do with Daisy Johnson's character.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, like I loved Gabriel Luna and Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. as Rob. I thought he was great, and I felt that like it sucked because he was supposed to get his own spin-off show on Hulu, but they canceled it when they merged it with Fox, when they got the Fox merger. So I was
Damn, I remember that.
So, but part of me was hoping that like maybe he would get a chance to have like a second comeback, but it is what it is. But Ryan Gosling, I think, is a great choice as Johnny. Only issue though is the fact that Sean Levy, who directed Deadpool and Wolverine, is directing Star Wars Starfighter with Gosling, is directing this as well, and I don't know if that's a good idea. I
know it's not a good idea.
Yeah, it's like knowing the films that Sean Levy has done and the tones that he is used to in terms of he does like a lot of action comedies and a lot of comedies mainly and action comedies. That doesn't fit the tone of Ghost. I want Ghost Rider to be metal. I want it to be horror. I want it to be.
They got Sam Raimi on speed dial and they picked Sean Levy. And Kevin Feige's going out and doing interviews going like, no, guys, don't worry. I'm locked in as a producer again.
Raimi would have been a great choice, too.
And you're like, Jesus Christ, dude. No, you're not. If you're picking Sean Levy to direct Ghost Rider. Like
It feels
yeah,
like a
like
Coogler and Bozeman situation where they're just
even
Yeah,
if
it
I,
basically is.
even if I was as generous as I could be, with who are you talking about?
No, he was saying how like this situation with like Levy and Gosling, kind of like a Ryan Coogler and Chadwick situation where they're like attached at the hip, like they're a package deal. Like so,
I should say Jordan, Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan, yeah.
I
Because
was gonna say, I don't know. Which Sean Levy movie was Ryan Gosling in?
he was in The Nice Guys. He was
right
in.
now.
Yeah, I remember him. He was in The Nice Guys, and then he was doing Starfighter right now.
That's Shane Black. That's not Sean Levy.
Oh, Shane Black. That was Shane Black.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I'm pretty sure Starfighter's the only movie they've done together, and they're just bringing those guys over.
And apparently, though they said this that like Kevin Feige said this that like they actually, even though people knew about the fan casting and the rumors for a while now, people like because Josh Horowitz was like pushing him to be Ghost Rider for a long time. That him and Levy, like while they're working on Starfighter, pitched a Ghost Rider movie to Feige directly, and Feige he was on board.
Oh.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do. I hope I want Ghost Rider to be I want it to be metal as fuck, bro. I need it to be like hardcore.
Yeah, but it's the guy who directed Fall Guy and Real Steel doing metal as fuck, which is gonna.
Okay,
be
first of all, we're not gonna tarnish Real Steel like it's a trash movie. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, it's not a trash movie, but it's not exactly the first movie you think of when you think of metal.
I know,
as fuck.
I understand what you meant, but I'm like, you said it in a very derogatory way. I'm like, we're not gonna bash Real Steel, never.
Yeah, it's Sean Levy, like.
Never. That movie's fantastic.
Say
Anyway,
what you want about him, but I can never bash Night at the Museum. I love that movie.
That's true.
Yeah, again, great movie for what it is, but not exactly jumping out at you as a director for Ghost
Rider. Okay, so
like it's gonna be like, what do you want it to be? Baby's first Ghost Rider? He's gonna like never kill a dude, and his penance stare is gonna make people love each other.
Like that's the thing. It's like I like knowing Sean Levy. It gets me very cautious, but like. I'll wait till I actually see footage, like what the actual to get the actual tone of the movie. But I wouldn't have picked him. That's all I gotta say. I wouldn't have picked him.
No one would have picked him because it's like no one wants to watch a Sean Levy movie unless it's the ones he was making from like 15 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
does anyone turn on the Adam Project? Does anyone?
I've never watched it.
I've never watched it. Exactly.
But
there's always
for
a
me
catch
though,
with these MCU movies. It's a fucking monkey paw, you know.
Yeah.
You get your wish, but at what cost?
I know.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, Mikey, do you be throwing on Cheaper by the Dozen and Pink Panther?
He did Pink Panther too.
I grew up on Pink Panther. I'll say that. I like the Pink.
Listen,
Panther
man, the Pink Panther with Beyonce.
You guys got to get it together. You guys got to.
Beyonce's the Pink Panther with Beyonce is fire. What are we talking about?
All right, y'all. We've been doing this for almost 3 hours. We got the rest.
Okay, yeah, right. But I will say this though. Only gripe. No, it's the elephant in the room. I don't like the fact, and it bothers me the fact that for some reason, a guy killing vampires is hard to do for the MCU, but a guy that turns into a demon on a bike that hunts down the souls of the wicked for the devil is doable. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like that kind of pisses me off. Like I'm just like. And you wasted Mahershala Ali. Like I'm sorry. Oscar award-winning actor Mahershala Big Hirsch Ali. All right, it's what are we doing? Like
I watched Luke Cage yesterday in memoriam. So
yeah, like I was like, this is iffy. I don't like it at all. That's all I gotta say on that. Any thoughts on Ghost Rider before we move on to the last bit? The last
it
thing
made me sad. I don't think it's gonna be good.
Okay, fair enough. When it there. Also hope that it looks like they better take notes on at least the look for like Ghost Rider from like Spirit of Vengeance, because even though that movie that's not the best movie in the world. I think the look for Ghost Rider for that movie is perfect. I don't care what anyone says. But all right. So last topic is my favorite one. It's the big one in my opinion, and I gotta change the music for this because it's about that time. So the last one that they announced was the fact that Black Panther 3 is happening, of course, with Coogler coming back to direct. I hate the music, the drums. Yeah, I kept that from the freaking Wakanda Forever review. I was never getting rid of that shit. But yeah, so the fact that Coogler's coming back to direct, it's gonna be coming out, I believe, December 15, 2028. And he brought back in Letitia Wright and Winston Duke. But most importantly, they announced a big announcement that they've casted their new Black Panther. That the character of Toussaint that we saw in Wakanda Forever at the end in that post-credit scene is gonna be all grown up. It's gonna be a coming of age kind of tale for the character, and that they've casted their actor, they've casted their Toussaint, they've casted their Prince T'Challa, and it is none other than David Johnson from The Long Walk and Alien Romulus as our new Black Panther, as Toussaint. Real quick off rip, I was extremely happy by this casting choice. I think David, I've only seen him in Romulus and The Long Walk. I've loved him in both, especially The Long Walk. I thought he's fantastic in that. I gotta see his new movie Wasteman that he dropped a few months ago. But I think I love the fact that it's a young actor, not really young, but an actor that is just on the come up, an actor that's not really established. I know people wanted Damson Idris. He's been a choice for a long time, but he's already an established character. I mean, an established actor. He's already Damson Idris. Everyone already knows who he is. So I feel like if he was in the role, unfortunately, I think he'd do great. But I would just see Damson Idris with someone like David Johnson, who's new, who's on the come up in terms of Hollywood. He's fresh, so he can easily get lost in the Black Panther mantle in the role. So I think that's a better choice. He's a great actor, and I think it's someone who can have longevity, in the role. They can use him for as long as he's willing to do it. So I think he's a great choice. I don't know what your thoughts on David Johnson coming to Black Panther 3. I know Ro's fuck yeah.
I watched The Long Walk on Friday, right before the announcements came through. Mm-hmm. And after seeing him talk with the main character, they're having that heart-to-heart. It reminded me right of in Civil War when T'Challa's talking to Zemo and he's like, "I'm giving up on vengeance." That was just, I'm so ready for this casting. So ready.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna do an accent, do you think? Because he wasn't raised in Wakanda.
Yeah, he was raised in Haiti, so
yeah.
He may have a Haitian, maybe a Haitian accent, maybe. I wouldn't mind it. I know I looked at his background. He has I think he's Sierra Leone. He's Sierra Leonean, and I think he has some Jamaican Caribbean ancestry as well. So he could probably do it, no problem. Yeah, and it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild because when he came out on stage, I don't know what it was, but I could see a Chadwick resemblance to him. He kind of has that kind of look to him a little bit. I could see it. I could see if T'Challa and the kid had a son, he would look like that. He would look close to that. I could see it. So they didn't really show anything else. They didn't really, they just pretty much everyone applauded, and he was just kind of basking in the moment. But yeah, so it's already in the works. December 15, 2028, it's going to come out. Rebecca, you have anything you want to say on this? Are you familiar with David Johnson's work
I've seen Alien Romulus, though it's been a minute. But yeah. I remember liking him in that. I think it's cool that they're doing a Black Panther 3, but it's so far away. And I'm assuming they're doing a time skip at some point. I'm not really concerned about the plot at this point, but... Cool.
Yeah, and I don't know if this will take place. I think it will take place before or after Secret Wars. I'm not sure, but they'll probably explain away what the time skip, because he was a child. It's only been 6 years, and he was a child. He was a kid. Last time we saw him. So I don't know. They'll find a way to explain it. But my thing is I'm curious on so is Shuri gonna be the Queen of Wakanda? Is she gonna ascend and pass on the mantle down to him, or are they gonna be? Or she's still going to be Black Panther? There's going to be two of them. I don't know what that's going to tell in terms of her character, because, even though Letitia Wright is insane, I love Shuri as Black Panther in the comics, and I loved Shuri and Black Panther in Wakanda Forever, so I would like to see her continue, but if not, and they want to pass on to him, as a sole role, that's completely fine. Yeah, I was really happy. I was really, really happy. And, the only real advice I can give to David Johnson right now, especially because he's a Black actor who's very talented, on the come up, getting a big break in a Marvel film. Stay away from white women. Stay away from them. Don't go near them. don't go in any cars with them. Don't. You know, it's like get your Megan good early. That's all I gotta say. Get your Megan good
saying it
early.
because you saw the video?
What happened? What video? What did he do? He didn't do anything.
See the video?
But,
There was like already a video of him outside of like some club, and it was just a bunch of white women yelling.
And then he was running down the street for blocks and being chased after. Yeah, bro. That's all I gotta say, bro. Stay away from white women. Get your Megan good early. That's all I gotta say, bro. Like, make sure you stay for a while. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, I'm very happy. Any more thoughts on this casting at all? On this news? Any theories? Any nothing?
There's not much to say because it's like
it's
David
too early.
Johnson and Ryan Coogler.
Jury's
movie.
dying.
It's of course gonna probably be fucking insanely good, you know, like. And also, they said they were shooting all of it on film, which you're like,
yeah. Coogler
got that motion to fucking shoot on film.
Were they gonna shoot? Were they gonna shoot it in 15 perf? I saw Ryan hold that reel. I was like, he's gonna shoot this whole thing on like 15 perf.
I don't know if he's gonna. I mean, if Marvel really pushes for it, he probably could shoot it all on 70mm IMAX.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Push for it, and IMAX also is only trusting of that kind of filmmaking to Nolan right now. But Coogler, I mean, after Sinners, they probably would be more down to do more stuff like that with Coogler. But it's really the Marvel thing for them is what's the stickler, because they're like, IMAX is not too down with Marvel. But shooting on film is the most interesting part. Like, you tell me I'm gonna get a Ryan Coogler directed movie with David Johnson and Denzel Washington, and it's going to be shot on film. Like, I'm there.
I was about to say too, like, Denzel Washington, it technically is confirmed because he kind of spilled the beans during his press junket in Gladiator 2. So I'm very curious on who he's going to play though. I hope he's a villain. I want him to be a bad guy. I want him to just be freaking Alonzo from Training Day, but in Wakanda. That's what I want. But yeah, all right. So that's pretty much all I gotta say. I was gonna do recommendations, but we don't have time for that because it's getting late. But yeah. So that's pretty much it, people. So thanks for everyone watching this. We will watch. We appreciate it. Please, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you know when we drop new content. If anything that stood out to you of what we discussed, leave it in the comment section down below. We want to hear your thoughts. Thank you, Rebecca, Seamus, Ro. I apologize because you're not used to this. They're used to this already. We're used to doing a fucking 3-hour-long podcast. I saw you yawning the whole time. I feel bad, but you know it is what it is.
It's way past my bedtime. I'm with it though. This was fun.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah. Hopefully do this again. For people that haven't already, quick plugs. Check out the last After Darks we've done. The Supergirl review, our Devil May Cry review, our last news segment. That was really fun. Check out me and Seamus talking about Sunstone for Pride Month. That was great.
Was there?
A lot of fun. If you like horny romance books, watch that shit. It was a lot of fun. Also more books on the way. Hopefully more interviews on the way. We're gonna check out the recent reaction me and Rebecca did about doing Clayface. We didn't mention Clayface in here, but Clayface looks good. Like, it just looks good. Looks promising. Check out the review for those thoughts, and I'll move with the reaction for those thoughts. And obviously check out Deadly Class, Transformers, speaking of Resident Evil, record playing Resident Evil is on the channel. You know, you can go watch those. They're fun. Yeah, we put a lot of hard work and effort into what we do on the Indie Corner podcast, and yeah, hopefully you'll see we'll keep you updated on when we drop new stuff. And as always, get home safe, and I'll catch y'all next time. All right, peace.